Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We are back in Houston. It's the Texans and the Eagles. The roof is closed. Texans 2-1 at home this season. The roof has been closed for each and every home game. Before we get started, down to the field, Tony Siragusa. Goose.
Thanks, Kenny. You know, things to watch today is how Houston's defense reacts to the pace of Philly's offense. If you're not used to that pace, you could have some problems getting lined up in communications. But the biggest difference maker in this game could be on special teams. Remember, Philly is #1 on punt and kickoff returns. And don't forget, Darren Sproles is back today.
Yes, he is, Goose. He missed last week's game out in Arizona. Chip Kelly's Eagles, 5-2. Second place in the NFC East. Bill O'Brien in his first season as Texans head coach, record of 4-4, a game behind the Colts. Texans won the toss, elected to defer. This is Josh Huff on the return for the Eagles. Goose mentioned Eagles lead the league in both kickoff and punt returns. Huff takes it out to the 27, where he is tackled after a 25-yard return by A.J. Boye. So Nick Foles, in his third season out of Arizona, leads the Philadelphia offense onto the field.
And I mentioned at the top that this offense continuing to get compared to what they did last season, and because of the shakeups in the offensive line and just really those crazy numbers that this offense was able to put up last season, that's a very difficult task. So we'll see how they come out here this afternoon. Nick Foles been answering questions all week.
Jason Kelce back at center for the Eagles. Foles fakes the handoff to McCoy. Wrapped up, forced to throw it away off the pressure from J.J. Watt and Akeem Dent.
And we see this a lot with this offense, the play action off the zone read, but look at the depth of Nick Foles. You may have to take a look at that play this afternoon with this Houston Texans front. Very aggressive up the field.
2nd and 10. Foles swings it out. This is Jordan Matthews. And he is wrestled out of bounds at the 31 by Boye after a gain of 5.
Well, here's some good news for you, Philadelphia Eagle fans. Jason Kelce back in the lineup. You'll get Evan Mathis back next week. Todd Harriman's toughing it out with that torn bicep tendon. The way that that group goes allows all those great skill players opportunities in the open field.
Texans defense without both Brian Cushing and Jadeveon Clowney today. 3rd down and 5. Again, pressure from the Texans. Eagles go 3 and out. This time it was Whitney Mercilus.
And Whitney Mercilus is one of the guys that needs to step up on this defense. Everybody is going to be concerned about J.J. Watt. Where is 99? Where is 99? You better pay attention to number 59, Whitney Mercilus, and 58, Brooks Reed. Also 2 good pass rushers off the edge.
Johnny Jones punting from his own 20-yard line. Keyshawn Martin calls for the fair catch at the 32. So after a good opening stand by the Houston defense, Ryan Fitzpatrick leads the Texans offense onto the field.
Ryan Fitzpatrick wanting to get that first down, and everybody's like, well, yeah, obviously an offense wants to get that, but this group really seems to feed off of getting that first down and then jumping into an up-tempo style offense similar to Philadelphia. That's when this offense has really been efficient during the course of the first part of the season.
Texans start from the 32-yard line. This is Arian Foster, 2nd leading rusher in the NFL over the first 8 weeks. He's thrown out of bounds after a gain of 1 by Bradley Fletcher.
And everybody that you talk to says this offense goes the way that Arian Foster goes. You've got Andre Johnson on the outside, but don't fall asleep on DeAndre Hopkins. Had a nice game last week against the Titans, and when you've got all that attention to your running back and your wide receiver, some opportunities for plays for number 10.
And number 13 in the slot is Damaris Johnson, a former Eagle. 2nd down and 9. 3 receivers set. Fitzpatrick to the outside, and this is Johnson, who picks up a 1st down. Spent 2 years with the Eagles. He was in training camp with Philadelphia this season. gain of 11 for Johnson.
And the Philadelphia Eagles defense, a group that's been making strides week after week during the first part of this season. And really two guys that I think have done a great job, Connor Barwin and Malcolm Jenkins. They allow this defense to be very multiple. It's very difficult to try and predict what they're going to do at the snap.
Barwin and DeMeco Ryans, ex-Texans, and the Eagles without strong safety Nate Allen today. Earl Wolf starts in his place.
False start. Offense, number 75. 5-yard penalty. First down.
The right tackle, Derek Newton.
Talk about rhythm and staying ahead of the chains, and these pre-snap penalties we've seen around the league this year really handcuffing some of these offenses.
Texans force back 5 yards, now 1st and 15 from the 39. Two tight ends set. Fitzpatrick off the play fake to Foster, has room to run. And he takes it out to the 47. Met by Ryans, gain of 8 for Ryan Fitzpatrick.
And good recognition by Connor Barwin on that play. You see the long trap coming, and also understand that you can run the boot out of that same situation. He covers the Houston receiver into the flat. A little bit of that ability we talked about with his unique athleticism to be multiple.
Texans now send in their fullback, Jay Prosh. And this is Foster running behind Prosh. And he loses a yard. Bradley Fletcher chasing down Arian Foster.
And that's a nice job defending Arian Foster right there. He's a very, very patient runner. If you can string him all the way out to the sideline and start to frustrate him, maybe he starts to look for that cutback a little bit too soon. But I tell you what, everybody has talked about him being one of the best zone runners that they have ever faced.
Eagles send in 6 in the secondary. 3rd down and 8. Johnson shifting. Texans must get to the Eagles 46. Fitzpatrick on 3rd down. And Foster looks to stretch for the first. It will depend on the spot. Looks to be just short.
And this is one of the areas that Arian Foster has really elevated his game. He's going to be in the backfield right here, number 23, but he's not running screens and check down routes. He's actually running designed routes.
Texans leave the offense on the field. Movement prior to the snap on 4th and a half yard. It's a false start.
That's not when you want to have those penalties.
False start. Offense,
well, you start the game, you make
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
You make an aggressive decision as a coach, and let me tell you, that's one of the first things you're going to say is, you know, don't jump the snap. Don't jump the snap. And Dwayne Brown goes out a little over anxious right there. You can see Coach O'Brien absolutely frustrated because that's a tone setter right there on the opening drive of the game. We're going for it on 4th and short. We have the confidence, and you don't execute.
You're just beating yourself.
2 penalties on the Texans offensive line during that possession. Darren Sproles leads the league in punt returns. Fair catch on the Shane Lechler punt at the 12-yard line. Brown commits the penalty. Texans punt. Eagles football.
Girls are faking, goodness saking. They want a man who brings home the bacon.
Everybody deserves $73 fares because wedding season can get expensive. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
There are more reasons than ever why now is the best time to be on Verizon. 1. Verizon's the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in the country. That's right, America, with XLTE in over 400 markets. 2. And here's something for families to get excited about. Our best pricing ever. Get 2 lines with an incredible 10 gigabytes of data to share for the low price of $110, or just $140 for a family of 4. And 3. Get a $150 credit for every line you switch. The more you switch, the more you get. Verizon.
So großartige Autos werden nur in Deutschland gebaut. So großartige Autos werden nur in Deutschland gebaut. So großartige Autos werden nur in Deutschland gebaut. Ach, verdammt! I said it 3 times and it's still not true.
Performance is now an American thing. Introducing the all-new Chrysler 200, America's import.
Thursday Night Football lives on NFL Network. Andy Dalton and A.J. Green lead the Bengals into a showdown with the surprising Browns. Yes! Thursday Night Football, live on NFL Network. Together, we make football.
Today's game is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
J.J. Watt and the Texans defense back out on the field. Watt with 7 sacks this season, 2 last week. As Foles swings it out on first down, it's LaShawn McCoy. Not much. Gain of a yard. Kareem Jackson to tackle.
Well, obviously, all your attention is going to be on number 99, J.J. Watt. He's one of those guys that you have to game plan against, but you can't fall asleep on Whitney Merciless, on Brooks Reed, because as you're focusing on one person, you have a tendency to look away. It's about time for one of these other pass rushers to step up. They both have the skills, just don't have those stats yet.
Kareem Jackson made that tackle. He limped off to the sidelines. On second down, McCoy out to the 13-1 was right there.
And he's not just a pass rusher. As he moves throughout that defensive line and he gets inside, he is a very, very good run defender as well.
He does a really good job of getting penetration, making it difficult for those tailbacks like McCoy to go and find a spot to go and get any kind of yardage.
3rd down and 10. Eagles went 3 and out on their first possession. Falls to the outside. And it is Jeremy Maclin who makes the catch at the 25 for an Eagles first down.
Really nice timing on this throw, Jeremy Maclin. It's the little speed out right there, thrown on time. Good position and good work on the sideline with his feet.
Eagles quickly back up to the line. Not much time to look at it for the Texans. Penalty flag. As Matthews unable to hang on to that attempt from Foles.
Smart hit by Jonathan Joseph, understanding the rules in the NFL today. We'll take a look at it after the call.
Illegal contact, defense, number 29, 5-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
This officiating crew, led by John Parry, has called the most illegal contact penalties over the first 8 weeks.
Really focusing on the points of emphasis that were put in place at the start of the season.
New set of downs from the 29-yard line. Falls, pump fake. Now he throws. It's McCoy, who spins out to the 35. Gain of 6. Time for a game break to Los Angeles. Kurt Menefee. Kurt.
Big game between Arizona and Dallas. No Tony Romo, so the Dallas defense stepping up early. That undrafted rookie Tyler Patman kicking off Carson Palmer and taking it 58 yards for the first score of the game, 7-0. Kenny Moose and Goose.
All right, thanks, Kurt. So Brandon Weeden makes the start for the Cowboys as Foles gains a yard out to the 36. 3rd down and 3.
As one of the things that I asked the Houston Texans defenders, you know, do you lean a little bit more? You take away LaShawn McCoy, you take away Darren Sproles on these zone read type things, force Nick Foles to carry the ball, and they're like, you know, Nick Foles is not going to have a game-breaking run, but he will move the chains. Very good in that situation. We have to account for both.
Now Sproles in the backfield, 3rd down and 3. Foles looking for Sproles, and he makes the connection for a first down out to the 41-yard line with Jonathan Joseph making the tackle.
And Jonathan Joseph taking a knee, might have taken the brunt of that hit. That's 2 big hits for Jonathan Joseph early in this game.
And the Texans have already lost their other starting corner earlier in this series, Kareem Jackson, on the sidelines. And now Joseph heads there as well.
This is Alex. We saw him holding Bud Light, which means he's up for whatever happens. So we surprised him with a new Buccaneers-themed living room.
Alex, come and check this out.
Hey, man. Cool. You like it?
Yeah.
Alex.
Hey,
what the number 1 Buck fan?
I am.
I love it. Come with me. Come on, Alex.
Look at my backyard. This is crazy.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about.
I want to fire the cannon.
Bud Light, the perfect beer for whatever happens.
By 1914, the Dodge brothers quit the Ford Motor Company and set out on their own. They believed in more than the assembly line. They believed driving was a holy endeavor. 100 years later, the Dodge brothers' spirit lives on.
Okay, Google, how long do koalas sleep each day?
On average, a koala sleeps somewhere between 18 and 22 hours every day.
That's the life.
It's the $6.99 Pick Your Pairs deal at Pizza Hut. Pick 2 medium pizzas and a total of 4 toppings for $6.99 each. Want 2 toppings on one and 2 on the other? 3 in 1? Get it however you want and on your favorite crusts. Pan thin and crispy or hand tossed, just $6.99 a pizza. Pizza Hut.
It's the most unimaginable scene ever encountered by the Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, no. Oh, my God. No, we're going. Not a problem. I just went blind.
All new Brooklyn Nine-Nine, tonight after The Simpsons on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by Bud Light, who reminds fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly.
There's Jonathan Joseph, the injured Texans right corner, and Kareem Jackson, the starting left corner, off the field as well. So A.J. Boye and Andre Howe, a couple of young backups in the game as Foles fires downfield. The catch is made by Macklin. It's an Eagles touchdown. 59 yards.
Well, if you recognize injuries in a certain area, that's exactly what you should do. Go right after him, and that's exactly what Chip Kelly does.
That's a great aggressive play call coming off the top. Number 18 just going to run right past him. Andre Hall, he is beat right now and in the chase position. Great throw by Nick Foles. Jeremy Macklin never has to break stride, drops it right in over the top.
Macklin's 3rd touchdown reception of over 50 yards this season, 7th of his career. Parkey with the extra point. Foles to Macklin, 59 yards as the Eagles take advantage of injuries in the Houston secondary.
良質熟練の技革新1000年の歴史を持つ文化が最先端の製造技術を使うと待てよあれこれってクライスラー
Reliability is now an American thing. Introducing the all-new Chrysler 200, America's import.
Sprint has done it again. First, there was the Sprint Family Share Pack. A family of 2, 4, or even 10 gets unlimited talk, text, and 20 gigabytes of data to share with the entire family for only $100 a month. That's double the high-speed data of AT&T, Verizon, and T-Mobile. Double the data. And now check out Sprint's new unlimited plan. Individual lines of unlimited data, talk, and text at just $50 a month per line. Our lowest price ever. Enjoy either plan with iPhone 6 for $0 down. Sprint, it's the best value in wireless.
Visa checkout is the easier way to pay online.
All set. Just enter your password and check out.
But can Larry Fitzgerald check out and catch passes at the same time?
Incoming.
Hey, Larry, what are you buying?
You buying Luck Eraser?
Nope.
He did it! Order confirmed. 3 Larry Fitzgerald jerseys.
Signed by Larry Fitzgerald.
Sign up now. Visa checkout, the easier way to pay online. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
The good, the evil, the beginning. Got them all new tomorrow on Fox. Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Pizza Hut. Find the best deals at pizzahut.com. By the all-new Chrysler 200, America's import. And by Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online.
7-0 Eagles. Jeremy Macklin, 59-yard touchdown reception. A 7-play, 88-yard drive. Eagles started back at their 12.
88 yards, 239. Typical Eagles fashion.
About right. So the Eagles strike first. Daniel Manning back deep for the Texans. Houston will start at their 20, trailing by 7. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 10-year veteran, starting for his 5th NFL team. Kyle Orton, the only other active quarterback now in Buffalo, who has started for 5 teams. Two tight ends. Andre Johnson split wide to the left. On first down, off the fake to Foster. Fitzpatrick moving to his right. Across the line of scrimmage and dives ahead to the 25-yard line. Gain of 5.
Well, we talked about getting that first down and then becoming efficient and building off of that. And you can see where the struggles have been right here. Look at the disparity in the performance first half, second half for Ryan Fitzpatrick. So really going to have to do your best to buck that trend this afternoon. Find a way to get this offense moving, because Philadelphia ain't going to wait for you. You saw it on that explosive touchdown to Jeremy Maclin. You could find yourself in a deep hole.
On 2nd and 5, it's Foster. Gain of 3, out to the 28.
A lot of respect between Arian Foster and D'Amico Ryan. Ex-teammates. Had an opportunity to speak with both of them and couldn't say enough nice things about each other.
D'Amico Ryan's spent 6 years here at Houston. He's the Texans' all-time leading tackler. 3 wide receivers set. 3rd down and 2. Fitzpatrick on 3rd down. Oh, what a catch. Spectacular catch is made by DeAndre Hopkins, with Kerry Williams defending a 22-yard pass play.
And number 10 working at the top against Kerry Williams. It's the back shoulder on these go routes or the fades on the outside. That is a tremendous catch. Kerry Williams in real good position and actually has the arm in as the ball arrives.
From midfield on 1st down. Fitzpatrick can't find anyone downfield. Down he goes. Back at the 41-yard line. The combination of Brandon Bear and Bo Allen.
Well, they're going to get credit for the sack, but you should give it to the Eagles secondary, because this ball has to be held, and it gives that defensive line enough time. And Ryan Fitzpatrick did it a couple of times last week against the Titans. He admitted he needs to get rid of the ball when things aren't there, avoid the sack. He just put his offense in a tough spot there.
At a certain point, you're exactly right, Moose. You just got to go get outside the pocket, throw the ball away, go to the next play. Because only bad things are going to happen.
Goose Fitzpatrick sacked 10 times over the last 2 games. Play action. Fitzpatrick fires, and that pass off the mark, intended for Hopkins.
Trying that back shoulder throw one more time.
Over on the other side of the field.
Well, it's a big timing route. You know, this is going to be more of the comeback route. You're going to get to a certain point. You're going to break to the outside. Now, that ball has to be thrown on time. So does DeAndre Hopkins go a little bit too deep? A little bit of miscommunication there. Not on the same page, quarterback, wide receiver.
Now 3rd down and 18. Texans must get to the Eagles' 40. Fitzpatrick hands it off. Here's Foster. And Arian Foster is close. Tripped up, stumbled forward, and he is close to a Texans 1st down.
Defensive coordinator Bill Davis is going to be furious at his guys on this play right here. 3rd and long like that. Brandon Brooks with the big pull. DeAndre Hopkins kind of, come on, we got to get going. We got a shot for a 1st down.
Yeah, the defensive backs were backing up. You got to go and stop them right in your tracks.
And the Texans, it looked like they benefited from the spot of the football. Looked like Foster may have been down shy of the 40. But he is given the 1st down. Ross, the fullback, back in the game. There's Foster. Gain of 2. Benny Logan wrapped him up.
Well, it may just be a situation where Chip Kelly just doesn't like to challenge the spot of the ball during the course of the game. A big topic of discussion after that game last week in Arizona. Chris Polk down by the goal line, you know, and an opportunity there to get a first down, and Chip Kelly decides not to challenge it at the time. As you pointed out, Kenny, maybe an opportunity there.
And you can't challenge the spot with regard to a first down. Two tight ends, 2nd and 8. Off the fake to Foster. Fitzpatrick down again. Sacked for the 2nd time. It's Michael Kendricks, who returned for the Eagles last week after missing the previous 4 games, his 2nd sack of the season.
Well, we talked about Arian Foster starting to get more opportunities in the passing game running routes, but part of that is pass protection, and you've got to have better technique than that. He let the inside open. He allowed Michael Kendricks to beat him to the inside. You got to get up to the line of scrimmage, get some separation from your quarterback, keep your shoulders square.
And then Fitzpatrick able to pounce on the football. 3rd down and 13. Fitzpatrick fires incomplete, looking for the tight end Garrett Graham. So the Texans will punt it away.
One of the things that I would be doing if I was the Philadelphia Eagles is bringing the secondary involved in my rush, bringing the linebackers, allowing them. They have really struggled in that part of pass protection. Not so much your defensive lineman getting home to the quarterback. You can see the number of sacks here over the last 3 games, but it's really the linebackers in the secondary on blitzes.
Sproles averaging 15.5 per return, lets it go, and it takes an Eagles bounce into the end zone for a touchback. Michael Kendricks with the 2nd Eagles sack of the drive.
John and Horace Dodge launched their first car in 1914. But they were not only business partners, they were brothers. Competitive, stubborn, and always pushing each other the way only brothers can. 100 years later, their spirit lives on.
No one ever claims to be ordinary. Everyone wants to be the best. But what does that really mean? To us, it means giving you a wide selection of products, both online and in-store. Expert advice. Our Geek Squad agents to get you up and running. And thanks to our price match guarantee, you'll always get an unbeatable price. Because best isn't just in a name. It's everything we stand for.
To make game day great, KFC invented couch gating. All you need is football, a couch, and the world's best chicken.
Is fun doing couch gating?
No.
Are we couch gating?
Yes, you are.
Yes. Naked nachos.
Nope.
I told you, Terry.
Are we couch gating, announcer guy?
Yes, you are, Nancy.
Tub pizza.
No. This weekend, grab a KFC favorites bucket. 8 pieces of chicken with 12 hot wings or 6 extra crispy tenders. And start couch gating, because everything else is not couch gating.
We're running out of time.
He means raise hell on earth. How does anyone come back from that? You ready?
I've been ready for 200 years.
Eagles with a 7-0 lead. Nick Foles, 59-yard touchdown pass to Jeremy Maclin, his 8th 20-plus touchdown this season at 9 through the first 7 games last year.
Very similar statistics there. The one thing that is up is the interceptions, and that's what Nick Foles has to get cleaned up.
Off the fake on first down. Foles looking for Riley Cooper, and it's picked off. A.J. Boye. Darryl, you just mentioned the interceptions. He threw only 2 last year, and Boye takes this all the way back for a Texans touchdown on the 10th pick thrown by Foles this season.
Well, again, it's that play action off the zone read. You have to understand against this Texans front, you're going to have people in your face. Nick Foles cannot make this decision to make this throw. I don't care what the situation in the secondary is. I know we've got our starters on the sideline right now, but you are not able to step up and throw off of a good platform in that situation. And you put yourself in the position to have a critical turnover like that. And then the hustle by the offense to get A.J. Boye on the ground, very poor.
A 51-yard return. Boye's first career interception. The extra point is good. So the Eagles took advantage of the injuries on the first drive. Not this time. It's one of the replacements who takes it back.
No one else can do this but her. She's our Mockingjay.
Everyone's either gonna want to kiss you, kill you, or be you.
We're still in the game, Katniss.
I have a message for President Snow. Fire is catching, and if we burn, you burn with us.
Mockingjay Part 1, rated PG-13, in theaters November 21st.
I don't care whether you have a PhD or an MBA, everyone has questions about money.
You know, I think about money kind of a lot.
Money's freedom. Money's always on my mind. Credit cards.
Mortgage. Debt.
It's complicated. It's not easy.
I'm not a good budgeter.
Unfortunately, I'm a spender.
I would love to learn more about finances.
So there's questions about the world that all of us have, especially about money and finance. The goal of Khan Academy and Better Money Habits and the partnership we're doing with Bank of America is to give people the tools they need to empower themselves.
You know how fast you were going?
Yeah, about 55.
Where are you headed at such an appropriate speed?
Across the country to enhance the nation's most reliable 4G LTE network. How's it working for you?
Better than ever. How'd you do it?
Added cell sites, increased capacity.
And your point is?
So you can download music, games, and directions for the road when you need them.
Who's this guy?
Oh, that's Charlie.
You ever put pepper spray on your burrito? I like it spicy, but not like, ooh, spicy.
You always like this?
You have no idea.
AT&T, the nation's most reliable 4G LTE network.
Will you keep me warm this winter? Will you keep my heart out of the cold? Wrap me in your arms when I shiver.
Warm up to winter with a white chocolate delight from McCafe.
A look at A.J. Boye, who returned the interception, 51 yards for a touchdown. Fourth return touchdown for the Texans this season. The third on defense, one on special teams. Only the Eagles have more.
It's an excellent job by this group. They're very athletic. They can get pressure on the quarterback. A team that struggled to take the ball away last season, last in the NFL. One of the best at it this year.
So we are tied at 7. Houston native Josh Huff on the return. He's got tattoos of the logos of all the Houston teams, including the Texans.
Let's go back and take a look at this. The pressure is eventually going to come from J.J. Watt up here. Here's Riley Cooper at the bottom of your screen. Watch the coverage by A.J. Boye, number 34. It's perfect. There's no reason to throw this football, even if you didn't have the pressure. And then the hustle after the interception by the Philadelphia offensive players allows A.J. Boye to take that back for a touchdown.
Got a quick injury report. Kareem Jackson's questionable with a knee. And Jonathan Joseph is in the locker room getting evaluated for a concussion, guys.
All right, thanks, Goose. The two starting corners for the Texans remain out. So Boye and Howell still in at corner as McCoy takes it out to the 29-yard line. Merciless, the tackle.
And I think it'll be interesting to see what that does to Chip Kelly and his play calling in this game. Did not like the matchup in the run game against the #1 front in Arizona last week. Felt it was in the pass game. Led to 62 attempts for Nick Foles.
Second down and 7 as Foles throws, and this time it's snatched by Cooper with Boye on the coverage, and Eagles first down.
He talked about not really being concerned about run-pass ratio. Where are the matchups that are going to help my team move the football, score points, and win the game? With two starting corners out of the lineup, you got to think he's going heavy pass again here this afternoon.
Cooper gained 13. From the 32-yard line on first down, off the fake to McCoy, it is Cooper again. And Riley Cooper has another Eagles first down out to the 45. Once again, Cooper picks up 13 yards.
It's just easy. You've got the play action that gets the defense moving to their left, and then you pop out of there and throw it one-on-one coverage. Riley Cooper with a lot of space to work on the outside.
Run-pass ratio.
Meaningless to Chip Kelly. Meaningless.
The fourth run of the day, it's McCoy. McCoy across midfield into Houston territory. Time for a game break. Hope it's a quick one, Kurt.
It is a quick one. Follow the bouncing ball. ball batted at the line of scrimmage from Alex Smith right into the hands of his tight end, Anthony Fasano. He gets a touchdown. Kansas City up 14-0 on the Jets. Quick enough, Kenny?
Good job, Kurt. Good job, Kurt, with the Eagles offense on the field. Off the fake to Polk. Catch is made at the 41-yard line by Huff. He played for Chip Kelly at Oregon, third-round pick. Missed the first 4 games with a shoulder injury. It's his 3rd reception of the season, a gain of 7. So another Eagles first down. Philadelphia on the move from the Houston 41. Falls under pressure. Down he goes. Whitney Merciless.
He's the other person with the multiple sacks so far this year. A couple of guys out there. Here he is at the bottom of the screen. 59, very athletic. Just keeps working, keeps working. You've got pressure from the middle by J.J. Watt. Forces Nick Foles right into Whitney Merciless's path.
Yeah, surprised didn't get a holding call on J.J. Watt.
And Goose Watt has come off the field. He's on the sidelines with his helmet off. 2nd down and 21. Quick release by Foles. And it's taken down to the 47-yard line of the Texans by Jeff Mail for a gain of 5.
And one of the criticisms of Nick Foles this year is that drifting back, throwing off the back foot. But I think you have to understand that you've had Jason Kelsey out of the lineup for several weeks. Back there today, Evan Mathis still not there. You're getting pressure right into his face. He can't step up and climb that pocket.
3rd down and 16. Foles wrapped up again and sacked for the 2nd time by Merciless. So with Watt off the field for the last 2 plays, Merciless the sack, and Foles remains down. Now up on his feet. 1/4 of the books here in Houston.
What do you think these are?
Chicken nuggets.
How much would 10 of these cost from Burger King?
$5.
These are $1.49 for 10.
10 chicken nuggets for $1.49? Only at Burger King.
You look shocked.
If you think these culinary masterpieces are amazing, when you meet the chefs.
You're 13.
8.5.
Stop it.
Fox Tuesday. It's the season premiere of MasterChef Junior.
It's not just your reputation that's at stake, it's ours.
No pressure.
Critics say it's the must-see reality show of the fall, the most adorable show on TV, and the perfect show for the whole family to enjoy together.
A whole new level of awesomeness.
MasterChef Junior season premiere Tuesday at 8, 7 Central on Fox.
UFC Fight Night, Saturday at 10:30 on Fox Sports 1.
A Ford vehicle drives off a dealer's lot. The only clues, a signature and tire tracks. Called the Sign and Write event, investigators have little to go on. No down payment, no first month's payment, and no cash due at signing. Handwriting analysis reveals a buyer with an appreciation for great fuel efficiency. Make a clean getaway. Lease an Escape for $239 a month with no money down, no first month's payment, and no cash due at signing at your Quality Plus Ford store.
All right, fellas, let's go out there and give him heck. Let's go out there and give him the 1-2.
You tell him, Captain.
Go out there, we're gonna really give him the business.
By God, let's sock it to him. Yeah.
Fair and square. Hip, hip. Hooray! Come on, boys, let's give him a wall.
Holy smokes. The old game just can't compete, especially when it comes to energy. Solar power is here, and now you can bring solar home. That's the power to be free.
Look, when it comes to cars, it's not a popularity contest. Actually, that's exactly what it is.
Why is the Camry the best-selling car in America for the past 12 years? It could be that they're so reliable, or that they're such a great value, or that they're just so much fun to drive. Or maybe the reason the Camry is so popular is just that there are so many reasons to love a Camry. Get 0% APR plus $500 bonus cash on a 2014.5 Camry or lease one for $179 a month, or get $2,000 cash back.
It all starts at Toyota. Let's go places.
Well, on the last play of the first quarter, Nick Foles sacked by Whitney Merciless, and Foles is heading back to the Eagles locker room.
Probably going in to take a look at that non-throwing shoulder. You remember, you go back to that Washington game when he got roughed up. A lot of questions coming out of that game. How is that left shoulder doing? And it's going to be Whitney Merciless here. He's going to come in on the sack, and as they go to the ground, it's going to come down on that left shoulder. You see right there, you tuck that arm in, all that weight comes down on that left shoulder.
There's Mark Sanchez, the Eagles' backup, who has not appeared in a game this season. So Foles back in the locker room. Keyshawn Martin back deep for the Texans. Fair catch back at the 15-yard line. So the Houston offense back out on the field in a 7-7 game. Fox Sports Supports is proud to be part of the Movember Foundation's commitment to changing the face of men's health. Join us in growing and supporting mustaches to raise awareness for issues like prostate and testicular cancers and mental health by visiting moteam.co/fox-sports. 7-7 here in Houston. Texans scoring a defensive touchdown. And now Houston will start from their own 15-yard line. On first down, it's Arian Foster up the middle. Gain of 4 out to the 19-yard line.
Going to be important to get Arian Foster going in this game. This offense really functions well when they're able to lean on Arian Foster a little bit in that successful running game. We saw it last week against the Titans. Some big chunk runs on cutbacks by Arian Foster.
Just got a report from the Eagles. Nick Foles is going in. Left shoulder, like we said. He's going to go get an X-ray, and he's questionable on the return, guys.
Thanks, Goose. Foster in the slot. Jonathan Grimes in the backfield. 3 receivers set. Second down and 6. Fitzpatrick looking for Foster. Incomplete. Kendricks on the coverage.
Oh, you can see the confidence they have in Arian Foster and his improved route running in the passing game. You know, a lot of times you get taken off the field in empty set, or when you're going to go to a spread type formation, the running back will leave in place of a wide receiver. They like the matchup that he can create against a linebacker. Worked with Andre Johnson in the offseason in perfecting some of the subtleties of running these routes.
Andre Johnson without a catch so far today. Third down and 6. Texans must get to the 25. Fitzpatrick under pressure, and he's taken down. Ball comes loose. Eagles have it. Kendricks on the recovery. The question is, was Fitzpatrick down? He was. So the Texans will punt it away.
Both of these defenses doing a nice job on the back end. Coverage sacks. We've seen several coverage sacks this afternoon. There's nowhere to go with the football. These quarterbacks have to understand that and get rid of it.
Sacked by Brandon Graham. So now Leckler booming it down to the 22-yard line. Taken by Sproles. Breaks one tackle. Stays on his feet. Up the sideline. Finally knocked out of bounds as he crossed the 40. So Mark Sanchez will come on for the Eagles with Nick Foles in the locker room following the sack of Fitzpatrick.
You put in 4 hours before the 9-to-5ers even show up. You don't commute every day, you commute every 15 minutes. And you don't drive to an office, your van is your office. For you, Ford created a new kind of full-size van. The all-new Transit with EcoBoost. Efficient where it counts and built Ford tough. And so customizable, it'll fit any business like a work glove. If your work is harder than most, it just got a lot easier. Learn more at ownthework.com. This is the all-new Ford Transit.
Ready?
Yeah, let's do this.
Hey, I'm Melissa Joan Hart.
And I'm Anthony Anderson. And guess what? The holiday season starts right now.
Yep, so head to Walmart now for unbeatable prices on food, decorations, and the top gifts of the season, all at unbeatable prices.
You can also go to Walmart.com to get what you need for the holidays. My man. Walmart's here to help you save money and make holiday shopping easier than ever.
So you can make every day till Christmas count.
Let the joy begin! There's my ride home.
Oh, Blitzen.
No, that's Donner.
New Girl is back with all new episodes this Tuesday on Fox. Today's game on Fox is sponsored by Corona, who invites you to find your beach. By the all-new LG G3, the world's first smartphone with laser autofocus. And by Burger King. For a limited time, get 10 chicken nuggets for just $1.49.
Mark Sanchez leads the Eagles offense onto the field. His first regular season game since December of 2012. Fakes the handoff to McCoy. Sanchez goes deep for Macklin. And Macklin makes the catch inside the Houston 10-yard line.
Right off the bat, huh, Darryl? Just go right at him, Chip Kelly.
And now a late flag at the end of the play.
I expected nothing different from Chip Kelly. He's going to hold Mark Sanchez accountable, consider him a professional. We've got matchups in this game. You're my backup quarterback. I am not changing the way I'm going to call this game. I expect you to get up to speed with what we're doing. Now, what will the volume of plays?
Unsportsmanlike conduct, offense, number 18. After the catch, after the first down, 15-yard penalty, 1st and 10. Philadelphia.
And that's a mistake by Jeremy Macklin at the end of that one right there. But I just question what is going to be the volume of plays at Mark Sanchez's disposal or for Chip Kelly as a play caller, because you know he's not going to get a lot of snaps during the week. A lot of talk about the preseason he had with the Philadelphia Eagles. But how much of the playbook is at Chip Kelly's disposal right now?
A 52-yard completion and then the 15-yard penalty. Macklin flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct following the catch. From the 23, quick release from Sanchez. It's Sproles. And Sproles takes it down to the 16-yard line. Watt made the tackle. Sanchez spent 5 years with the Jets, missed all of last season due to the shoulder injury. He led the Jets to 2 AFC Championship games his first 2 seasons. And how ironic, Michael Vick making his first start today for the Jets in Kansas City. Second down and 3. It's LaShawn McCoy. And McCoy picks up a first down to the Texans 8.
Doesn't feel like from down here, Dow, that they slowed the pace down at all. All the signal callers on the sideline still doing the same thing, getting lined up, and seems like the same pace they had when Foles was in.
Yeah, and that's another challenge you don't think about, not just the volume of the playbook, but because this is that up-tempo offense, does the pace change with Mark Sanchez in there? It doesn't look like it has missed a beat.
On 1st and goal, McCoy takes it down to the 4-yard line, gain of 5. So Nick Foles in the Eagles locker room, injured on a sack on the Eagles' last possession, and then Sanchez hit Macklin on a 52-yard completion on his first play as an Eagle. Sproles in the backfield, 2nd and goal. From the 5, off the fake to Sproles. Sanchez is sacked back at the 11-yard line. Brought down by John Simon.
You got John Simon, J.J. Watt, and Tim Jamison, and it's this same zone read play action. The depth, just about 6 yards. And right now, this is the one play. This seems to be the one play that Houston is really having a lot of success getting home to the quarterback.
So Simon and Watt share the sack. Each team with 3 sacks in the first half. Eagles empty the backfield. 3rd and goal from the 11. A pump fake. And now Sanchez throws to the end zone. Touchdown. It's Jordan Matthews.
He was spot on that throw, Darryl.
I tell you what, that is a small window right there. That's a heck of a throw by Mark Sanchez. Not a lot of real estate. Has to be timed well. Going to press on the outside, just straight up vertical route. You can see the timing of that throw. Look how quickly it has to be executed. Nice throw catch, Mark Sanchez, Jordan Matthews.
Yeah, Jordan Matthews did a great job of getting his head around to find that ball.
3rd touchdown reception of the season for the rookie Matthews, who is a cousin of the great Jerry Rice. 2nd round pick out of Vanderbilt. Parkey, the extra point. So the Eagles don't miss a beat with Sanchez in the game. The 52-yard throw to Macklin, and then the touchdown pass to Matthews.
This is the new iPhone 6. And this is the new iPhone 6 Plus. They're the biggest iPhones ever made. They're huge. Yeah, but their size is just the beginning. even though they're huge.
Sure, but they could change the way you see the world.
Oh, that is so huge.
They could improve your health.
Huge!
They're the biggest, most powerful iPhones ever made. Stop it, please. Stop it. Thank you.
Huge.
Drift down, we can stay. I got a feeling that we'll find those better days. Oh, if you take me there.
Amazing.
The rush of driving a Mustang felt like never before.
I could happily probably cry right now.
Wow. That's insane.
It makes you feel like...
Wow. That is amazing.
Introducing the all-new Ford Mustang. Experience more online now.
It's a marshmallow world in the winter when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's a time for play. It's a wet cream day. I wait for it all year round. In winter, it's a marshmallow world.
Primetime's wildest ride is back. Sleepy Hollow tomorrow on Fox.
Another 2.5-minute scoring drive by the Eagles.
We talked about what's going to change when Mark Sanchez comes in. Nick Foles goes 88 yards in 2:39. Mark Sanchez comes in, goes 60 yards in 2:36, and it's that pace. We really felt that Chip Kelly would not alter his play calling, but how much of the volume of the playbook would be at his disposal. Another question, can they maintain that pace with their backup quarterback? I think they answered every question on that drive. It's going to be exactly the same.
Manning on the return. There is a flag.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team, number 45. Half the distance to the goal. 1st and 10, Houston.
It's right at the point of attack. It's a push in the back. It's a tackle. I just don't understand. Once you've used bad technique or you're beaten on your assignment, you've got to let the guy go. You've got to turn it loose. You can't allow more penalty yards to be added to a poor return.
For the Texans, Darryl, their worst starting field position today. From their 8-yard line, trailing by 7. Foster, gain of 3. Out to the 11.
But Arian Foster talked to us about this team becoming more consistent. We're on the cusp. You know, we're starting to learn the system better and better week to week. We're really expecting bigger things the second half of the season. He went back to that 98-yard scoring drive last week against the Titans as an example of their improved consistency and understanding of this offense.
3 tight ends in for the Texans. 2nd down and 7. Again, it's Foster, and he runs right into the arms of his ex-teammate DeMeco Ryans.
Yeah, you know, sometimes the business side of football just jumps up and bites you, and Houston had to make a tough business decision on DeMeco Ryans and part ways with him. And look at that, that's just vintage, you know, scraping linebacker into the hole, nice tackle, and now Philadelphia, the benefit, being able to get him signed, and he has been a leader on the football field, off the football field. Chip Kelly says, and Bill Davis both, one of the best people, not just football players, but one of the best men you could ever meet.
One of 7 ex-Texans on this Eagles roster. 3rd down and 8. Texans must get to the 18. Fitzpatrick to the outside. It's the former Eagle Johnson, but a nice tackle made by Brandon Boykin. And the Texans will punt it away. They go 3 and out.
I can't stress how hard that open field tackle like that is, Moose.
That's big right there, because Demaryius Johnson's going to have an opportunity if he breaks that to get that 1st down. Brandon Boykin, a nice job getting him to the turf.
Yeah, you're running as fast as you can. You're just getting your hands on him. You got to grab everything you can and try and get him down, get him off balance. And a lot of times it doesn't work like that.
Shane Leckler punting for the 4th time. Fair catch is called for by Sproles at the 41. So good field position for Mark Sanchez, and the Eagles, they lead by 7.
Okay, so it's a pretty simple formula. What you put in the back of your truck is all about what you put in the front of your truck. And here's the main ingredient. Ford Super Duty second generation 6.7-liter power stroke diesel, which makes this the most powerful Super Duty ever. It delivers more max towing power than any other pickup. 31,200 pounds. Yeah, that's nearly 16 tons, Professor. You're welcome. This is Ford Super Duty.
There are more reasons than ever why now is the best time to be on Verizon. 1. Verizon's the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in the country. That's right, America, with XLTE in over 400 markets. 2. And here's something for families to get excited about. Our best pricing ever. Get 2 lines with an incredible 10 gigabytes of data to share for the low price of $110, or just $140 for a family of 4. And 3. Get a $150 credit for every line you switch. The more you switch, the more you get. Verizon.
Applebee's let the fans put their favorite dishes on the famous 2 for $20 menu.
I put the wonton tacos on Applebee's 2 for $20 menu because I love them. And I am old enough to know what love is.
Well, we're still talking about tacos, right?
Applebee's, where fans know best.
One of you kids will win $100,000.
Last season's smash hit returns.
This is kind of flawless.
And everything's new except one thing.
Getting yelled at by Gordon constantly.
Stop exaggerating.
MasterChef Junior premieres this Tuesday on Fox.
Today's game is sponsored by your next truck, Ford F-150.
The Eagles have not missed a beat. Mark Sanchez coming in for the injured Nick Foles. Look at the first play from scrimmage. Going deep to Jeremy Maclin on Andre Hale again. He gave up a big play earlier in the game. And look, the touchdown to Jordan Matthews on Andre Hale. They have found a matchup out there. The Eagles offense looking for number 29. And they like their receivers against that situation with the 2 starting corners out for the Houston Texans.
Now Howell has moved into the slot. Jamal Roll, number 20 on the outside at right corner. Texans still without both starting corners. Joseph and Jackson, as J.J. Watt breaks through along with Whitney Merciless to make the tackle. LaShawn McCoy loses a yard. On 2nd and 11, it's McCoy. Runs right into Watt and Merciless again. Gains a couple. Mark Sanchez on for the injured Nick Foles. Sanchez on his first possession as an Eagle, 3 for 3, 69 yards and a touchdown. Third down and 8. Sanchez from the shotgun, a pump fake. Now he checks it down. It's Huff. And Huff able to pick up the first down. Good second effort.
Really nice second effort by Josh Huff. He had 4 guys coming in from the Texans. I thought they had him pinned up. This is good run after the catch by Josh Huff.
The Houston native gains 10. J.J. Watt comes off the field. 1st and 10, 47-yard line. As Darren Sproles gains 5 on first down.
Well, Darren Sproles and Sanchez almost lost the ball on that exchange right there. They got to make sure they get that down. You have a new quarterback in. That's something you got to really pay attention to because that ball was almost on the ground on that exchange.
Sproles remains in, Goose. Lined up to the right of Sanchez. A second down and 5. And again, it is Sproles. Good exchange this time. And he finds the edge and picks up another Eagles first down at the Texans 35.
And with this zone read, you wonder how differently Mark Sanchez is reading it. We talked about Chip Kelly wanting to throw the ball if he's going to stay true to what he did last week against Arizona. But here we see Mark Sanchez maybe reading this defense a little bit differently than Nick Foles. A lot of gives on these zone read type plays.
Sanchez, who has started 62 games in the NFL, little trouble on that. Center quarterback exchange. Now he throws. It deflects away from Huff. And it's picked off. It's Roll on the interception. Huff, the intended receiver. And for Jamal Roll, who was signed by the Texans off the Green Bay practice squad earlier this month, it is his first career interception.
you're gonna pay for it.
I tell them all the hell, King Kendrick, resurrecting my vengeance, been dissecting your motor mouth till I break down the engine. This ain't a warning shot, this a relevant henchman. See my opponent, then cease your existence. Ahead of me, it's only my future and not on time. Longevity, I gotta get used to making you mine. You telling me I only get used to living is fine. You can never live in my shoes, permanently picked from God.
When the sun goes down, I scream loud, sleep when I die. But I would never die.
Just like an interception. I bet you didn't see this one coming.
Up your game with the new Fritos Chili Pizza. A large for $12. Add a mega chocolate chip cookie for just $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza,
better football.
Papa John's.
So, what is that?
It's my Surface Pro 3. It's a tablet and a laptop.
But it couldn't have the power of my Mac. This is an Intel Core i5.
This does too. It runs Office, full Adobe Photoshop, and it's got a touchscreen.
Well, I have a touchscreen too.
Well, this is my favorite thing. I can write with a pen.
Well, so can I. Wow. I've got a lot of stuff to carry.
You are more powerful than you think.
Miller invented light beer, and that changed everything. Great taste deserved great packaging, which led to new packaging, improved packaging, and ultimately, too many improvements, which led us back to our original look. Miller Lite. We invented light beer. You're welcome.
We will never be slaves, but we will be conquerors.
World of Warcraft, Warlords of Draenor. Boost to level 90 instantly. Rated teen.
The Ultimate Fighter, all new Wednesday at 10, only on Fox Sports 1.
Middle of your screen, Jamal Roll out of Division II, Catawba College, Salisbury, North Carolina, first career interception.
You pointed out, Kenny, the QB center exchange right there. Rough start to this play, but Mark Sanchez regains it, makes a nice throw. Josh Huff has just got to make that catch. The deflection intercepted.
Second Philadelphia turnover. Texans start from their 32. Fitzpatrick complete. First time he's gone Andre Johnson's direction today. And it's a gain of 9.
Yeah, 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first half, and that's the first time we're looking at number 80's direction. Big mistake, in my opinion. He's a guy that I'm going to lean on. We've seen this offense trying to get into a rhythm. I think number 80 is somebody you use in that situation.
Now split wide to the left. Second down and 1. Foster picks up the first down to the 44. Only the 4th first down for the Texans. Foster coming off the field, replaced by Alfred Blue. Foster in some pain. It's like he landed on his wrist. Blue, the rookie out of LSU in the backfield, 6th round pick. From the 44. Fitzpatrick on the slant. There is a flag as the catch is made in Philadelphia territory by DeAndre Hopkins for a gain of 7. Foster still in pain on the Houston sidelines.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 58. Penalty has been accepted. 5 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Trent Cole.
Now, when you make that transition out to outside linebacker, you're going to ask to do a little bit in coverage, and normally we see Trent Cole in the 4-point stance rushing the quarterback. So that's that'll be continuing to learn your craft when you're the outside linebacker in a 3-4. Sometimes you get to rush the quarterback, but then other times you got to go out and cover those little guys in the slot.
Foster remains out. New set of downs for the Texans. From the 49-yard line, this is Alfred Blue, and he is bottled up. Back at the 44, Kendricks and Cole. Loss of 5 as Foster checks back in.
We'll go back and take a look at that play a couple snaps ago. Watch the end of the run with Arian Foster as he puts that hand down. Little step right there at the end.
So Foster back in the game, 2nd down and 15. 3 receivers set. Fitzpatrick from the shotgun. Fitzpatrick with time. He fires, and the catch is made by Foster. And Arian Foster takes it all the way for a Texans touchdown. 56 yards.
That'll make your wrist feel a lot better real fast, Darryl.
You know, the good thing here is, you know, you're not just a screen guy, you're not just a check down guy. If you're going to displace out of the formation and you're going to put Connor Barwin on me, then we're going to try and take advantage of that matchup. You go to the flat, it's the wheel route, and Connor Barwin gets caught looking into the backfield a little bit, and Arian Foster breaks that flat route up the sideline.
Ryan Fitzpatrick had all day in that pocket also. Not a great rush at all by that Eagles defensive line.
Tenth touchdown of the season for Foster. All scoring plays are reviewed.
Nice patience by Arian Foster on that route, too. A lot of times when you don't sell that flat long enough, his patience tricked Connor Barwin into looking into the backfield.
Touchdown has been confirmed. Bullock, the extra point. We are tied at 14 as the Texans capitalize following the Philadelphia turnover. Fitzpatrick to Foster, 56 yards, 14 apiece.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Ickey Woods will celebrate almost anything?
Number 44.
Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Woo! Give me some!
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
44, ladies, that's me! Woo! Gonna get some cold cuts today.
Okay, Google. What's a double fisherman's knot?
The double and triple fisherman's knot are used in arboriculture.
She got it right, man.
Yeah, see?
Okay, Google. How do we get to Silver Falls?
Getting directions to Silver Falls.
Okay, Google. What time sunset?
The sun will set at 8:08 p.m.
Wow.
Visa Checkout is the easier way to pay online.
All set. Just enter your password and check out.
But can Kaloe and Dino really pay for Pizza Hut inside one of the heaviest waves in the world? Sign up now. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online. Visa, everywhere you want to be.
Texans taking a page out of the Eagles book. 4 plays in 2:27.
Yeah, nice job there. We're going to get Connor Barwin right here in a situation. Nice wheel route down the field, but it's the sell on the flat. Watch Arian Foster push this into the flat, turn that head to look in the backfield. That gives a little bit of comfort to Connor Barwin, takes his eyes off him, gets him caught in an awkward backpedal situation, and he's past him.
The 3rd touchdown of over 50 yards in today's game. Huff will not take it out. So the Eagles will start at their 20, tied at 14. So pretty good company for Arian Foster. Most scrimmage yards per game all time. He is number 3 on the list.
Yeah, that's very impressive right there. You look at the names on that list along with Arian Foster, and that could continue to grow now because he's had some big seasons as a receiver, you know, 600 yards plus, right around 600, but as a check down guy, screen guy. Now we just saw on that last play, sometimes he can be primary in the quarterback's progression. They really like the matchups he creates coming out of the backfield.
Well, he came back in the game following the wrist injury, and the Texans have tied the game on the Foster touchdown. McCoy gaining 9 out to the 29-yard line. 3rd series for Mark Sanchez, who replaced the injured Nick Foles, who looked to injure his shoulder on a sack. And now Sanchez with a nice touch. It's Matthews into Houston territory to the Texans 47.
There's a little bit of that play fake right there that we see on the zone read, but then get Mark Sanchez out on the edge. Give him some time. Get him out of that middle of the pocket. Here comes Jordan Matthews crossing the formation. Nice throw. Good blocking downfield by the wide receivers of the Eagles. They're always looking to help out their teammates. If they don't get the ball, they immediately look for the defender to get a block.
24-yard completion, and now the Eagles use a timeout. Sanchez has completed 5 of his 6 attempts. The only incompletion was the interception by Roll. Well, check your calendars, everybody, and you'll see that tonight is Sunday Fun Day, and that means a wild, brand new night of the best comedies on TV. It all starts at 7, 6 Central tonight on Fox. Longest day of the year, gained an hour.
I love this day. It should be a national holiday. Although I don't like the automatic feature where the clock moves on its own. I was a little confused this morning, Kenny. I felt cheated that I didn't get my hour.
Still searching for that extra hour. First and 10 from the Texans 47 as McCoy gains 5 down to the 42-yard line.
You know, it's kind of funny. We think about all these different things that could change with Mark Sanchez coming in. Is the playbook going to be available to him? What will the pace be? And what we've seen right now, some quarterback center exchanges. Tony mentioned that zone read, that field between quarterback running back.
Now Sanchez off the fake, complete to the tight end Selleck. Wrapped up by Manning, just shy of the first. Time for a game break to Los Angeles. Joel Klatt. Joel.
Hey, Kenny, let's go down to Dallas. Carson Palmer to Jaron Brown, his first TD of the season. That one from 13 yards out. And Arizona is up 14-10. Let's get back to you.
All right, thanks, Joel. Eagles keeping a close eye on the Cowboys and the Cardinals as Sanchez runs for a first down.
Nice read by Sanchez. Goes with his first receiver, not there. Checks with his second. All of a sudden sees wide open right in front of him, goes and gets the first down. That's smart. Keeping the pace up still.
Here's McCoy as we approach the 2-minute warning. LaShawn McCoy to the Houston 31.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen that before. What was that? What is that play signal from Chip Kelly? Slow it down?
Well, he knows the 2-minute warning is coming. A rare sight.
That was a dance move.
Were you working on that with him, Goose?
Yes, I was.
How about that one?
You put in 4 hours before the 9-to-5ers even show up. You don't commute every day, you commute every 15 minutes. And you don't drive to an office, your van is your office. For you, Ford created a new kind of full-size van. The all-new Transit with EcoBoost. Efficient where it counts and built Ford tough. And so customizable, it'll fit any business like a work glove. If your work is harder than most, it just got a lot easier. Learn more at ownthework.com. This is the all-new Ford Transit.
Xbox One is bringing fantasy football to life in your home and on your TV. And now brings you the Fantasy Performance of the Week. Despite coverage from defensive backs like Sharice Wright, Broncos receiver Emmanuel Sanders caught 9 passes from quarterback Peyton Manning for 120 yards and a career-high 3 touchdowns in Denver's win over the Chargers. Xbox One, the official game console of the NFL.
Lowe's presents How to Make It Quiet by Being Loud.
Save 10% off major appliances $3.99 and more, plus 5% off with your Lowe's card.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, this one goes out to my friends Randy,
Tamara,
Lydia,
Hollywood.
I haven't seen you guys in 6 years, so I propose that y'all come down here.
play a little table tennis.
Come on, guys, that's the herd call.
Remember that?
It is sad how much I miss you people.
Really need one of your hugs.
Also bring your sister. I'm just kidding. That was just once.
We're already over here.
If you could grab a bud with any of your friends these holidays, who would it be?
I'm coming for you. Hope you ready. Automatic. Ready. Aim. Fire. Legendary. I do what I want to say what I want. No apology.
Follow your favorite team all season long. Go to itunes.com/NFL. 4 plays of at least 51 yards today. 3 have gone for touchdowns. Sanchez slides on the first play following the 2-minute warning. So the Eagles now facing a 3rd down and 5.
Impressed with how Mark Sanchez is handling all the different mechanics of this offense. It's not a traditional offense in the NFL. There's a lot of things, and we're starting to see some of those smaller details that are involved at the quarterback position in this offense, and he's making his way. He's navigating it.
Eagles must get to the 25 for a 1st down. Sanchez steps up and throws. Stopped just short is the tight end Ertz.
Let's credit this Eagles offensive line too. They have really kept a clean pocket for Mark Sanchez. Only rushing 3 on this, but plenty of time for Mark Sanchez and the ability to climb up in the pocket. Clear lines of sight down the field.
Timeout has been taken by the Texans, their 2nd. So Chip Kelly with a decision to make. It is 4th down and a half-yard.
That's one of the areas that Philadelphia has really struggled this season. 3rd and 4th and less than a yard. Only 1 for 5 coming into this game.
It would be a 44-yard field goal attempt if Chip went that route, but he will leave his offense out on the field. What do you think?
Well, you know, he had a lot of questions last week going for that field goal, not doing the challenge, and that's going to impact your decision right here. But I just think in a situation like this, absolutely, I've got the confidence in my offense to be able to gain that distance.
I don't know. I think I'd take a field goal in this situation.
It is McCoy on the surge. 2nd effort. And McCoy picks up the 1st down. So the Eagles go for it on 4th down and convert. And now Sanchez over the middle, incomplete. Diving attempt by the tight end Ertz.
A really nice job getting off your outside receiver Riley Cooper, who was covered going down the left sideline and coming back to the middle of the field to find Zach Ertz. Just missing him. That's a matchup they're going to want to find. They're going to want to find Zach Ertz man-to-man coverage against DJ Swearinger.
Now 2nd and 10, 50 seconds remaining. Eagles have all 3 of their timeouts. Play clock now at 10, and Sanchez calls timeout. With the play clock winding down. What's coming up on the Visa Halftime Report? We check in with Kurt.
Coming up on the Visa Halftime, we'll catch you up on everything happening all around the league here in Week 9, including Alex Smith with a wild and crazy touchdown you've got to see, and A.J. Green returning to the field in Cincinnati. It's all coming up on the Visa Halftime.
Thanks, Kurt. We saw Michael Strahan checking his phone, perhaps receiving congratulatory texts. Michael will receive his Hall of Fame Ring of Excellence tomorrow. Giants host the Colts on Monday night at halftime. Michael will be presented with his Hall of Fame ring by the Hall of Fame president, David Baker. So congratulations to our colleague, Michael Strahan.
Or just checking that calendar. I still don't know how he navigates that schedule that he's got. I think he's cloned. I think there's 2 Michael Strahans out there somewhere.
He was in Cleveland for LeBron's return.
Unbelievable.
On Thursday night. 2nd down and 10, high snap. And Sproles takes it down to the 20-yard line as the clock hits 40.
Let's not forget, this is Jason Kelsey's first game back in a while. We've seen a couple of stray snaps, that one high. We've seen a couple off to the right.
Now Watt brings down Sanchez back at the 27.
We've talked about game planning against J.J. Watt. One of the things you want to make sure you do is at least put one person on him. How can you leave J.J. Watt unblocked? Had to be a breakdown in the scheme right there.
4th Houston sack in this first half. Watt has a sack and a half today. Now 8.5 on the season. Eagles use their 2nd timeout, and now they will send out Cody Parkey a rookie out of Auburn. This will be a 45-yard attempt. So not much change since the Eagles went for it on 4th down and converted. They've actually lost 2 yards since.
A little bit longer field goal.
Parkey's had a terrific season. He's 14 of 15. He's 3 for 3 from 50 plus. From the right hash, Donnie Jones will place it down on the snap from John Dornbos. Parkey from 45. And a timeout may have been taken prior to the snap by the Texans.
No, they wanted movement. J.J. Watt was really aggressive at trying to get the officials' attention that there was movement.
Timeout Houston, the team's third.
Well, they shifted that whole defensive line, the Texans, and the left side of the offensive line moved a little bit, and they wanted to call for offsides, but didn't get it.
Bill O'Brien using his final timeout. So the Eagles will set up once again for the 45-yard attempt. 4 seconds remaining in this first half. Parkey from 45. This time it is straight through. So the Philadelphia Eagles, after losing their starting quarterback, Nick Foles, lead the Houston Texans at the half by the score of 17-14 as Parkey hits from 45 yards out.
Very impressed with the play of Mark Sanchez coming in. You know he's not getting a lot of snaps during the week. We have seen the quarterback center exchange some shotgun snaps, but a little bit of that's also going to be Jason Kelsey back for the first time in several weeks here today. So very impressed with what they did there in the first half under pressure.
Eagles struck first. Back in the first quarter, Foles hitting Jeremy Maclin, a 59-yard pass play. But then later in the quarter, Foles picked off by A.J. Boye, and he returned it 51 yards for a Houston touchdown. Then Sanchez finding Jordan Matthews in the end zone. Eagles led 14-7. Arian Foster on the catch and run, 56 yards, as the Texans tied the game late in the second quarter. And moments ago, the 45-yard Parkey field goal. So it's the Eagles leading the Texans at the half by the score of 17-14.
And we knew that turnovers were going to will play a big role in this game. And you can see right there, the Houston Texans, the points off those turnovers coming from Philadelphia, an area that they've really struggled with through the first half of this season.
An exciting first half. We had 7 sacks combined. And the 4 big plays, 3 touchdowns of 51 or longer.
It's been very exciting, and we saw the wide open style of the Philadelphia Eagles going up against a really good front of the Houston Texans, and wanted to see how that matchup was going to go. And then all of a sudden you have that change with Nick Foles being injured and Mark Sanchez coming in and really doing a nice job. This is not your typical NFL offense. So for that backup quarterback, there's so many different things that he has to take into account. I thought he did a really nice job with it so far.
Sanchez on in relief of Foles, and the Eagles have a 3-point lead at the half. Sanchez with supporters here in Houston. Visa halftime report is next.
The best sports news show on TV is powered by the biggest news group in sports.
We welcome you to Fox Sports Live.
With over 30 Hall of Famers and 400 reporters, no other sports show comes close. Fox Sports Live.
Every game is a big game. Start your journey with AAA. Visit us at AAA.com/Eagle.
It's got one previous owner and the attention of all your neighbors. Welcome to the BMW Certified Edge.
Right now at the BMW Happier Holiday event, receive 0.9% APR on many 2011 and 2012 certified pre-owned models.
It's a great big world, and it can all be yours. Here and only here.
There's a great way to buy high-quality cars at low, no-haggle prices. And it all starts here at CarMax. Log on to CarMax.com and start your search today. And choose from over 35,000 CarMax quality certified used vehicles, from cars and trucks to SUVs and minivans. Browse the store nearest you or shop from our nationwide inventory and have the car of your dreams transferred to your local CarMax store. Finding the perfect car is easy when you start your search at CarMax. CarMax. Start here.
Here's something else you're gonna love. Right now at McDonald's, get a double grilled onion cheddar burger with medium fries for only $2.99.
Welcome to the Visa Halftime Report. Visa Checkout, the easier way to pay online.
And welcome to the Visa Halftime and some groundbreaking news. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a lead at halftime for the first time. It's the first week of December last year. They're trying to win one in Cleveland. Let's check out the other highlights. Dallas hosting Arizona.
Tony Romo, quarterback for the Cowboys, out of this football game with the broken bone in his back. That's Brandon Whedon, the young man coming over from Cleveland, cut by them. He watches Carson Palmer. Palmer throwing, thinks he has the completion, looks good. Tyler Patman there, though. Interception coming from the blind side of Palmer, picks it off 58 yards, interception return for the touchdown, 7-0 Cowboys. Palmer back looking left, checking blitz, back, quick slant, or quick, actually that's a quick post, down 8-10 yards, breaking in. That's Jerron Brown, 11-yarder. Cowboys going for the field goal at the close of the first half. Justin Bethel blocks it. Patrick Peterson, we actually thought he was going to take it to Haas, but a great job. Great effort by Jason Witten, the tight end for the Cowboys, saving the touchdown, 14-10, Arizona on top of Dallas.
Well, a huge turnout in Minnesota to protest the name of the Washington Redskins as Washington, with RG3 back in the starting lineup after missing 6 weeks, visited the Vikings.
RG3 back, stepping up, actually goes down. Anthony Barr, the rookie out of UCLA, making the sack, injured on this play, but stays in the football game, then turns around. Later hands it off to Alfred Morrison, running back. He goes in from 14 yards out. Good football game. Washington chases. I'm far.
That's Teddy Bridgewater to Chase Ford, the tight end. Makes the catch, 20-yard reception. That just happened moments ago. And right now, it's a 10-7 ball game as they approach halftime in Minnesota.
Teamwork, Kurt. Teamwork. Eagles at the Texans. Nick Foles, quarterback for the Eagles, having to leave with an injured shoulder. Mark Sanchez. Here we are in the second quarter. Slot receiver goes to the fade route. That's just straight down the field. Gets an easy release. That's Jordan Matthews on an 11-yard touchdown pass, 14-7 Eagles. And then back comes Ryan Fitzpatrick to Arian Foster out in the flat, then down the sideline. They call it a wheel route. There it is, 56-yard touchdown reception, 17-14. Philadelphia on top of the Houston Texans. Chargers all the way across the country. They don't travel well. They don't like going east. That's that San Diego Chargers. Tannehill, quarterback out of Texas A&M. Charles Clay down about 8 yards, breaks to the corner. You heard a quick post. That's a quick corner, 6-yard touchdown. 20-0, Dolphins all over the Chargers.
All right, elsewhere, the Jets are about to lose their 8th straight game if that holds up. And Jacksonville not doing much better against the Cincinnati Bengals despite a slow start for Andy Dalton. Visa play of the first half. We go to Arizona's touchdown to John Carlson, put them ahead of the Cowboys as they lead that big NFC East matchup. Visa Checkout is the easier way to pay online. So easy, even Larry Fitzgerald can use it while catching passes from some of the top QBs in the league. Sign up now at VisaCheckout.com.
The Ultimate Fighter, all new Wednesday at 10, only on Fox Sports 1.
AutoTrader.com said, styling makes the Optima look more like a $50,000 sports sedan. When was the last time you saw a $50,000 sports sedan for only $169 a month? No wonder KBB.com said, it looks even better than some sedans costing twice as much. Plus, it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. There's nothing average about the Optima LX, including the offer of $169 a month. Hurry to your nearest Jersey Kia retailer today.
No more. It's none of my business.
No more. I'm sure they'll work it out.
No more. It only happened once.
No more. He said he was sorry. No more. Why doesn't she just leave?
No more. Not my problem.
No more. But he has such a bright future.
No more. He didn't mean it.
No more bystanding. No more ignorance.
No more excuses.
No more.
High-flying first half in Houston. Eagles lead the Texans 17-14. Coming up following today's game. Second half here in Houston is coming up next.
Oven St. Preux is a destroyer, and I never want to miss a Shogun fight.
UFC Fight Night, Saturday at 10:30 on Fox Sports 1.
Omegle is taking over the internet. Is it the perfect playground for a predator? Tonight at 10.
What happens to your internet when everybody's online at once?
It's very frustrating.
Run into bandwidth issues.
Xfinity delivers the fastest in-home Wi-Fi.
Never seen something download that fast.
Everyone can be on their devices all at the same time.
That's amazing. So, flipping fast.
Get the speed to power all your devices. Switch to the Xfinity X1 Triple Play for $79.99 a month for a year. Plus, upgrade to Blast for $10 more a month to get speeds up to 105 megabits per second. That's double the speed you get with Fios. Only at Comcast.com/switch today.
Warning. Philly Union boss John Kane can't be trusted. Kane lied about Tom McGarrigle. Tom doesn't owe one dime in taxes. If elected, Kane plans to keep his full-time union boss job with a $276,000 salary. Kane's negative campaign was funded with over $1 million in contributions from Philly Union bosses. John Kane is bought and paid for. A vote for John Kane is a vote for another Philadelphia senator controlled by Philadelphia.
Making jackets that are built to perform anywhere is hard work. And at LL Bean, we take our job very seriously. Guaranteed quality, no matter what you're up against. From LL Bean.
Life. A four-letter word that's loaded with adventure. And no matter how rocky the road is, or how rough the patch may be, there's always a way to ride through it in style. And with available dynamic torque control all-wheel drive, you can handle any adventure and look good doing it. Get 0% APR on a new RAV4 or $500 cash back. Or get the Toyota Care lease on one for $169 a month. The 2014 RAV4. Get more out of life at buyatoyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Night football lives on NFL Network. It's a key clash in the AFC North.
They gotta come through us.
Andy Dalton and A.J. Green lead the Bengals into a showdown with the surprising Browns. Football starts on NFL Network.
That's what we do. Running and breaking free.
Browns.
To the end zone.
Bengals.
Dalton's got a man wide open.
Thursday Night Football, live on NFL Network. Together, we make football.
Let's put on a show today. Texans on 3. 1, 2, 3. Hey.
Foles fires. The catch is made by Backlund. And now Sanchez throws to the end zone. Touchdown. It's Jordan Matthews. Arian Foster takes it all the way for a Texans touchdown. We are back in Houston. Eagles with a 3-point lead. We get set for the second half. Today's excitement brought to you by Nissan. There's been a lot of it. 4 plays of 50-plus yards, including 3 touchdowns, most in the first half of an NFL game, Darryl. in nearly 4 years.
2 by each team. Even the defense kicking a big play in there. A.J. Boyer with the interception return.
Arian Foster, 56-yard touchdown reception. Eagles with a field goal at the end of the half from Parkey. Remember, the Texans won the toss and deferred, so they will get the ball first here in the second half. Danielle Manning back deep. Manning will not take it out. Texans will start at their 20 as we head downstairs to Goose.
Hey, Kenny, had a chance to talk to Chip Kelly. A couple things he wants to get done. He wants to keep the tempo up. He said it's affected their defense a little bit. Their defensive line rotating. Obviously, getting J.J. Watt out of the line is one of the key things he wants to do. Nick Foles is out with a shoulder, will not come back. And also, I asked him about Sanchez being in there, and has the game plan changed at all? Moose hit the nail right on the head. He says, listen, I don't scale down for anybody.
All right, thanks, Goose. Speaking of time of possession, Eagles actually had the lead in the first half. Just under 16 minutes. On first down, it is Foster. Gain 7 out to the 27. D'Amico Ryans the tackle.
Eagles leading in time of possession. Chip Kelly giving the slow down signal there in the first half. What's going on, Kenny?
Well, it's Halloween weekend.
Anything's possible.
Second down and 3. Here's Foster again, finds a hole, picks up a first down. Out to the 37-yard line. Foster gains 10.
But that's what being committed to the running game does for you. In the first half, you didn't have the explosive runs or the big runs with Arian Foster, but you don't deviate from that plan. You come out. It's one of those parts of the game you'll just start to wear down on Philadelphia's defense, and they did a nice job in the first half shutting down that running game of the Texans.
From the 37-yard line on first down, it's Foster. Tries to change direction and takes it out to the 42. Picks up 5 more.
But a good job by Connor Barwin in that scheme, because if you're going to go against Arian Foster, you've got to be disciplined on the backside. You can't chase. So watch right here. Arian Foster presses. Hey, I want to go out the backside. I can't, because there's Connor Barwin doing his job. Discipline on the backside.
Alfred Blue replaces Foster in the backfield. Second down and 5 for the Texans. They keep it on the ground with Blue. And Blue takes it across the 45 for a gain of 4.
That's a good find in the 6th round of the draft this year. Alfred Blue has done a nice job being able to spell Arian Foster from time to time. Had that hammy issue earlier this year and got a little bit of extended work while Arian Foster was getting back healthy.
42 yards on the ground last week against the Titans for Alfred Blue. He remains in the game, 3rd and a long 1. Blue and Foster both in the backfield. And it's Blue who takes the handoff from Fitzpatrick and picks up a Houston first down.
Big surge by that offensive line for the Texans. That's what got him that first down. Blue just went in there, rode right behind his guys up front. When you go and keep pushing that defensive line, look at all the defensive linemen backing up. You can't do that. You got to stay low. Right at that point, they're too high.
And Goose for the Texans on this drive. 5 plays, all runs. They make it 6 for 6 as Blue hurdles a defender and is out near midfield.
Well, Coach O'Brien preached to his guys all week going up against this Philadelphia offense. We've got to play complementary football, and that means when our offense is on the field, we've got to be able to have sustained drives. You mentioned Philadelphia with the time of possession advantage in the first half. That's something that Coach O'Brien did not expect. He wanted his team to be able to control that flow, keep that Eagles offense off the field.
Now Fitzpatrick out of the shotgun on 2nd and 9 after 6 straight runs. He throws for the first time, targeting Johnson, and it is broken up. Terrific defensive play. Knocking the ball away at the last instant was Bradley Fletcher.
This is well done, because one of the things that everybody says about Andre Johnson is his strength at the point of the catch. He's got both of his hands on that football, and Bradley Fletcher, great job knocking it away.
On to the second throw Johnson's way today, has 1 reception, and that one broken up by Fletcher. Now 3rd down and 9. Three wide receivers set. Texans must get to the Eagles 41. It's Patrick, chased by Cole. And there is a flag as he's taken down by Barwin. It's a hold on the Texans.
Holding, offense, number 76. 10-yard penalty. Decline, 4th down.
You get into these long down situations, and you're going to have Trent Cole coming in a pass rush situation, still one of the better ones in the NFL, coming off the edge.
Penalty is declined. Barwin credited with the sack. 4th sack of the day for the Eagles. Sproles moving to his right, calls for the fair catch at the 15-yard line. Connor Barwin, another former Texan, has a sack. Eagles 3-point lead.
Girls are faking, goodness saking. They want a man who brings home the bacon.
Everybody deserves $73 fares because wedding season can get expensive. Book your low fare now at southwest.com.
Right now at Burger King, get 10 chicken nuggets for just $1.49. No, wait, is that really right?
Yep, it says it right there. $1.49, 10 nuggets, limited time only.
All right. They're crispy and golden on the outside, made with premium white meat on the inside. Get more your way, only at Burger King.
Lowe's presents how to install a new washing machine with one finger.
Maybe a little more that way.
Nice.
This Whirlpool washer or dryer, now just $4.99 each at Lowe's.
It's Chevy Truck Month, time when truck guys can depend on great offers on the 2014 North American Truck of the Year. Chevy Silverado, from the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. It's Truck Month. Trade up to this Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star Edition for a total value of $8,500. It's Truck Month. See your local Chevy dealer today.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by Southwest Airlines. Book your low fare now at southwest.com. By Chevrolet. Find new roads. By Burger King. For a limited time, get 10 chicken nuggets for just $1.49. And by Miller Lite. Back in its original look, it's Miller time.
Back in Houston, Kenny Albert, Darryl Johnston, Tony Siragusa. That's Mark Sanchez, who replaced the injured Nick Foles in the first half. Sanchez 7 for 9 with 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Eagles start from their 15-yard line. Here comes Watt, J.J. Watt, and there is a flag at the end of the play. Watt with 1.5 sacks in the first half, and now he brings down Sanchez again.
Holding, defense, number 34. 5-yard penalty, automatic, 1st down.
That's on A.J. Boye.
And that negates a great start to this drive. Here comes number 99 off the edge, working against Jason Peters. I mean, speed, power, but all for naught, because on the other side of the field, we had defensive holding on A.J. Boye.
And you get that much pressure that fast, you don't need to hold.
And that's Watt beating a 6-time Pro Bowl left tackle. Another flag as McCoy takes it out to the 24. This time it's against Philadelphia.
Illegal shift, offense. 2 men moving at the same time, not resetting. 5-yard penalty, will replay. 1st down.
That last sack negated by the penalty, but the Texans had 4 in the first half. Eagles allowed only 7 coming into the game. 5 week 1 against Jacksonville, only 2 in the last 6 games. Merciless has 2 sacks today. Watt with 1.5. Sanchez over the middle, and it's taken out to the 22-yard line by Jeremy Maclin.
Yeah, to the point where it's something that J.J. Watt mentions to us, how well he felt this offensive line had played together, and they're getting that done without Brian Cushing, who we thought we might see, but I don't think his lateral movement's back yet. Jadeveon Clowney not in the lineup today as well, so two of their better defensive players not here today and still having success getting to the quarterback.
High snap again as McCoy able to maintain control of the football, and he's down at the 22.
And remember, we talked, this is Jason Kelsey's first time back after several weeks. He's got a reach block to the left. So that's, you've got shotgun snap, and then you've got a tough block to your left. You've got to step right away, and that thing sails on him a little bit. Mark Sanchez has done a nice job fielding some of these tough snaps.
Now 3rd down and 8. I mentioned Clowney and Cushing out. Texans still without their 2 starting corners, both injured early in the game. Sanchez on the double clutch, and it's a 1st down and more for Darren Sproles. Sproles all the way out to the 46-yard line. He gains 24 on 3rd and long.
And one of the guys filling in for Brian Cushing, Mike Mohammed, who played a heck of a game last week against the Titans, misses the tackle on Darren Sproles.
That low center of gravity, man. You better make sure he's down and wrap him up.
So elusive is Sproles. Sanchez to the near side, incomplete, intended for Riley Cooper. Here's a guy who never had trouble with a snap during his collegiate career, Joel Klatt. Joel?
Yes, Kenny, let's go to Miami. Crazy game for Ryan Tannehill. Gets out to the left, and he's going to find Rashard Matthew, 21-yard touchdown, 27-0. The Dolphins over the Chargers right now. Kenny.
All right, thanks, Joel. Sanchez's pass is deflected, incomplete, with Watt on the sidelines once again.
Good job by Andre Howell getting back and making the deflection there. Looked like a guy that the Philadelphia Eagles wanted to target that matchup late in that first half.
Now beaten for a couple of touchdowns in the first half.
Yeah, but they've moved him into the slot. You pointed out, Kenny, here he is up at the top of the screen working the slot against Sproles.
On 3rd and 10, quick release from Sanchez. It's Sproles, and Sproles looks to have an Eagles 1st down. Darren Sproles doing it again on 3rd and long, picks up 11.
Oh, it's so difficult. These guys are so athletic out in space, and here comes your offensive lineman, Brent Selleck, your tight end, getting out. Nice block, continuing downfield. And all of a sudden, Darren Sproles is out on the perimeter of your defense.
He's amazing.
From the 43 on 1st down, Sanchez steps up, hit as he throws, and the pass is incomplete.
I think one of the big improvements this afternoon we've seen is the ability of Mark Sanchez to climb in the pocket. And one of the things that people have been talking about with Nick Foles is that drifting out the back. Yet he hasn't really had the opportunity to step out, you know, with Evan Mathis and Jason Kelsey out of the lineup, everybody attacking that interior of their offensive line. But this afternoon, the ability for the quarterback to climb in the pocket.
2nd and 10 from the 43-yard line. LaShawn McCoy. McCoy to the Houston 40. So it will be 3rd down and 6.
That's good at the end of the run by LaShawn McCoy, though. Sometimes we watch him and he's got such tremendous athletic ability. Always feels like he can make that big run and sometimes gets himself into trouble. Has the most negative runs of any running back in the NFL this season. On that one right there, hey, there's not a lot there. I'm just going to put my head down and push this pile for as much as I can.
Sproles in the backfield. Eagles must get to the 33-yard line. And that pass nearly intercepted by Howell.
That was all J.J. Watt on that one. One-on-one right in the middle. Watch him right here take an inside rip move. Goes right in Sanchez's face. Mark Sanchez just makes a bad decision to go and release that. Got very lucky that the defender dropped that ball. I'll tell you what, even when you don't think he's in there doing anything, J.J. Watt just affects every play when he's out there on defense.
And he's still on the field, Goose, on special teams.
It's Chevy Truck Month, time when truck guys can depend on great offers on the 2014 North American Truck of the Year. Chevy Silverado. From the family of the most dependable, longest-lasting full-size pickups on the road. It's Truck Month. Trade up to this Silverado Crew Cab LT All-Star Edition for a total value of $8,500. It's Truck Month. See your local Chevy dealer today.
This is about never having to work for anybody ever again.
Word.
Kidnapping. That's kidnapping. With one more P it is. That's kidnapping. You're all morons.
He shined a light on that, didn't he?
Hi, boys.
What do you want?
You know what I want.
Why me?
That's a fair question. Everybody's wondering.
I am. What are you texting?
Texting my lady. I'm gonna check in. She goes crazy.
I didn't know you were seeing someone. Yeah. That's great.
Horrible Bosses 2. Rated R.
Two men walked into a McDonald's and discovered an extraordinary burger with heaps of jalapenos. They also discovered the phenomenon of econom-nom-nomics.
Nom.
Nom. McDonald's dollar menu and more. It's econom-nom-nomical.
We're running out of time.
He means raise hell on earth. How does anyone come back from that? You ready?
I've been ready for 200 years.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine is without a doubt the most enjoyable show on air this fall.
Nailed it!
Tonight after The Simpsons on Fox.
To show you the impact of this up-tempo Eagles offense. I mean, even J.J. Watt is winded right there. We've seen him take himself out of the lineup a couple times. We get a game close to Dallas, Kenny. You know, I bring the cake walls out on the road with me from Dallas. A delicious little treat, and couldn't convince J.J. Watt to have one. You know, he wouldn't even have a cake ball. Might have given him that little bit of extra energy this weekend.
I only had two, in case you were wondering.
I was counting. You have more than two.
I didn't even know you had any, Darryl. You didn't tell me about that.
You know, when I'm close to Dallas, they're here.
Yeah, they always are.
JJ thought about it when you offered the red velvet.
I was impressed. I was impressed to be able to watch somebody turn down a red velvet cake ball.
Real quick, got injury report, guys. Todd Harriman's right guard for the Eagles, elbow, questionable.
All right, thanks, Goose. And initially suffered that injury last week.
I think you saw it on that last rush by J.J. Watt coming inside the rip through that left arm of Todd Harriman's where he has that bicep tendon issue.
Second down and 8. As Fitzpatrick connects with Hopkins. And DeAndre Hopkins has a Texans first down.
There's that first down, and now Houston will jump into their version of the hurry up. And it's something that Bill O'Brien was a part of when he was with the New England Patriots organization, when they really became the first NFL team that started this trend of really trying to maximize the number of plays during a game.
Foster, there is a flag. Foster out to the 28. It's coming back.
Holding, offense, number 60. 10-yard penalty, replay, first down.
That's the left guard, Ben Jones.
Arms outside. It's such an easy call. Get your hands inside. If your hands are inside and as the defender starts to escape from you, you can let go. But when your arms are outside, it just makes it so much easier for the officials to see it. I'm not saying I didn't hold when I played the game, but I held on the inside. It's a lot easier. It's a lot harder to get caught when you hold inside.
So you're admitting you held?
Absolutely.
Jones got the hands outside on D'Amico Ryans. Andre Johnson. And there's a late flag. 2 flags come in.
And this is another area where teams trying to get into that up-tempo style. The officials
like,
with all the penalties.
Excuse me, Darryl, a face mask against the Eagles.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 96, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Face mask, Benny Logan.
Yeah, it wasn't the initial hand on it. It was at the end there when he grabbed it. You saw his neck turn. That's what they called it on.
So the Texans now with a new set of downs from their 31, trailing by 3. Alfred Blue in the backfield. On first down, it's Blue. Stays on his feet and gains 3. And you talked about Bill O'Brien and the fast-paced New England offense when O'Brien worked under Bill Belichick, as we check out the numbers for the Texans wideouts. And O'Brien and Chip Kelly go way back. Similar backgrounds, mentalities. Both grew up in the New England area. And then O'Brien spent many years at Brown University, Chip Kelly at New Hampshire, and the staffs would exchange information through the years. They've known each other for over 2 decades. Fitzpatrick escapes the pressure, and then he throws, and the pass is short. Intended for Andre Johnson.
Good job by Ryan Fitzpatrick being able to escape this pressure on this pass and not take a negative play with the sack.
Brandon Graham already has one today.
You mentioned that relationship going back, Kenny. You look at what they've been able to do as head coaches. You know, Bill O'Brien with the New England Patriots in 2011, a very, very explosive offense with Welker and Gronkowski, Aaron Hernandez, and then last year Chip Kelly. You know, that dynamic Philadelphia offense, #1 in rushing, explosive plays. So 2 of your more explosive offenses coming from those 2 coaches.
Wide open Hopkins, first down and more. DeAndre Hopkins inside the 20 and finally steps out of bounds.
Well, this has been the Achilles heel of this Philadelphia Eagle defense throughout the year. Andre Hopkins is going to be a shallow cross. He's going to get turned loose in protection right there, running the bubbles, and then all of a sudden Bradley Fletcher finds himself so far removed from his coverage in man-to-man that he's wide open. But you had the 2 big plays last week against Arizona, 80 yards, 75 yards for touchdowns. And really that defense had played well the majority of the afternoon. And here again in the second half, another big pass play given up by the Eagles defense after playing really well up until that point.
Hopkins stepped out at the 21, so it's a 45-yard reception. Fitzpatrick on first down. Hopkins looking for a flag. Nothing thrown. Cary Williams on the coverage.
Well, very similar coverage style and technique at the top of your screen that we saw earlier in the game. The same matchup onto the back shoulder, this one to the front shoulder. And, you know, I don't mind that. We haven't seen as much of that this year. They've been trying to call it a little bit tighter with the points of emphasis, but we used to see, as long as that head was around, both guys competing for the football, they don't make that call.
8th play of the drive upcoming. 2nd and 10 from the Eagles 21. Texans trail by 3. Little miscommunication. It looked like Hopkins wound up in the same area as Keyshawn Martin as the 2 receivers collide.
Well, it's going to be designated. The inside guy is going to go over the top or not, and they're going to run right into each other. I mean, usually the outside receiver goes underneath the inside receiver. So I don't know how they have it scripted here with the Houston Texans offense, but right there, just a breakdown by the wide receivers on the outside.
Now 3rd and 10. Texans in field goal range. Fitzpatrick on 3rd down to the end zone. No flags. Johnson, the intended receiver.
Well, you saw it work last week, so they might as well give it a shot here. They're going to run a double move on the outside. Pocket holds clean, gives them the time, little pressure at the end by Vinny Curry, but that was a double move on the outside by Andre Johnson.
Texans send out the field goal unit. Houston has not been inside the red zone today, yet they have scored 14 points. 39-yard attempt from the left hash, Randy Bullock. And he pulls it to the left. Wide left, 3rd miss this season for Bullock. So the Eagles maintain a 3-point lead here in Houston.
There are more reasons than ever why now is the best time to be on Verizon. 1. Verizon's the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in the country. That's right, America, with XLTE in over 400 markets. 2. And here's something for families to get excited about. Our best pricing ever. Get 2 lines with an incredible 10 gigabytes of data to share for the low price of $110, or just $140 for a family of 4. And 3. Get a $150 credit for every line you switch. The more you switch, the more you get. Verizon.
with DeAndre Hopkins and Kerry Williams.
Here's McCoy on first down. And McCoy picks up a first out to the 44-yard line, gain of 14. Following the missed field goal by Bullock. And that is LaShawn McCoy's longest run of the day. He has 61 yards on 14 carries. Sanchez handing off to McCoy again. And this is his biggest run of the day. Back-to-back to the Texans 30. First, McCoy gains 14, and then on the next play, 26.
Just a nice job. He's going to be going right through here. Good blocking by the offensive line. Jason Kelce able to climb up to that linebacker level, take away that inside-out pursuit.
McCoy now the Eagles' second all-time leading rusher, surpassed Brian Westbrook earlier in the game. And with McCoy on the sidelines following the 2 long runs, this is Chris Polk. So after McCoy gained 14 and 26 on back-to-back plays, it's a 22-yard run, longest of the season by Polk.
Well, when the Philadelphia Eagles running game is functioning like it's starting to right now, that makes their passing game even that much more dangerous. And right now you're just rolling in fresh backs. They're all running very, very hard. I like the play calling here to start the second half. You may look at matchup situations in the passing game, but this run game is really taking over the second half.
62 yards on the last 3 runs, and now it is Polk into the end zone. Touchdown.
If something works, stay with it, right, Darryl?
Especially in the run game. If you're struggling to stop it, stay with it. And Kenny mentioned the fact that we're still without the starting cornerbacks for the Houston Texans, and you can get excited about that matchup and want to start throwing it around. But what a great job on that drive by LaShawn McCoy, by Chris Polk, by that offensive line. They just really took over everything. All runs on that scoring drive. 4 plays, 70 yards.
A minute 24. McCoy went for 14 and 26, and then Polk 22 and 8, and a touchdown.
Oh, so did you hear the new iPhone is out? I'm getting one! Sprint is offering this exclusive new plan with unlimited data. The plan is only $50 a month.
$50?
Unlimited iPhone. So should we eat?
The new Sprint Simply Unlimited plan, exclusively for iPhone 6. Unlimited data, talk, and text for just $50 a month. Switch to Sprint and we'll buy out your contract. It's the best value in wireless.
It's a marshmallow world in the winter when the snow comes to cover the ground. It's a time for play. It's a wet cream day. I wait for it all year round. In winter, it's a marshmallow world.
Gotham's Day of Reckoning.
Gordon didn't kill Penguin like he was told.
Is here.
You want to start a war over the guy that carried your umbrella? Where is Gordon?
He wouldn't come without a struggle.
I'll send Victor.
Hey, Jim! Jim!
Try something.
Gotham, followed by Sleepy Hollow. All new tomorrow on Fox.
I think one of the plays you can scrap off worrying about is Chris Polk on the halfback pass.
Yeah, he was a little off on that one. He came back, though, and the Eagles fan behind that girl that got hit by the ball did get her football from him.
Camera looks okay. All runs, 4 plays, 70 yards. McCoy for 26 on the second play. Polk for 22. And then he ran it in from 8. Eagles with 139 yards on the ground, approaching 400 total yards today against a depleted Houston Texans defense. 4th career touchdown for Polk.
Miller invented light beer, the original 96-calorie Pilsner, and that changed everything. This led to advertising about great taste, which led to farmers letting fresh hops cascade through their fingers, which led to brewmasters admiring their craft, which led to hand models reaching for a cold one, which led to slow-motion pours of golden goodness, which led to super slow-motion pours with subliminal messages added in for good measure. Miller Lite. We invented light beer and subliminal advertising. You're welcome.
It's the $6.99 Pick Your Pairs deal at Pizza Hut. Pick 2 medium pizzas and a total of 4 toppings for $6.99 each. Want 2 toppings on one and 2 on the other? 3 in 1? Get it however you want and on your favorite crusts. Pan thin and crispy or hand tossed. Just $6.99 a pizza. Pizza Hut.
What you got? What you got? I got Kevin Durant.
That's a good deal, right?
Shall we? Let's do this.
Who do the experts at Colgate choose for their employees' dental insurance?
Peppermint.
Where can the innovators at Chevrolet get discounts on their car insurance?
Nice ride.
And how do those at Crayola, who brighten our lives, ensure their employees' lives?
They choose MetLife.
Get your insurance where over 40 million employees get theirs. Take the first step at youtube.com/MetLife.
Philadelphia Eagles have opened up a 10-point lead here in Houston, late third quarter. New this season, stream live local Sunday afternoon games right on your smartphone with NFL Mobile.
J.J. Watt getting that brace. Tape back up. Injury from a couple seasons ago. Where's that as a preventative measure?
Thinking about that red velvet cake ball.
He needed it. Should have taken it.
Foster bottled up on first down.
They have really done a nice job of controlling their gaps, and Arian Foster limping off the field after that last one. And credit Philadelphia's defense. They had a tremendous amount of respect for him coming in. You know, Chip Kelly saying he's one of the best zone runners he's seen on film, and they've really slowed him down today.
Slammed his helmet as he came off the field.
Boy, it looked like something happened before there was even contact. I wonder if the hamstring that he had earlier in the year.
Yeah, he just stopped the line of scrimmage on that last play.
On second and 11, pass could not be corralled by Alfred Blue. Foster missed one full game and a good portion of another earlier this season. Aside from those 2 games, he's rushed for at least 100 yards in the other 6. Has 55 on the ground today. Third down and 11. Texans must get to the 30. Fitzpatrick on third down. Under pressure. Stays on his feet. And now fires downfield. And Johnson could not come down in bounds.
It's a great job by Ryan Fitzpatrick extending that play, but couldn't get the connection on the sideline. Looked like Trent Cole has him all bottled up. Yep, here comes 58. Got him right in his sights, spins out of that. Now he's trying to find somebody downfield. They just can't make the connection on the sideline.
5 straight incomplete passes thrown by Ryan Fitzpatrick. Penalty marker on the punt. Sproles backpedals to the 21. We'll check in with referee John Parry. "60-yard punt, 9 on the return.
Offside. Defense, 27. Penalties decline. 1st and 10.
Foster heading down towards the Texans locker room. Time for a game break with Kurt.
Well, a controversial unnecessary roughness penalty kept the drive alive for Washington, and then RG3 throws his first touchdown pass of the season, hooking up on a 13-yard score with Deshaun Jackson, and they lead in Minnesota 17-14. Of course, Kenny, RG3 playing for the first time since week 2.
And Kurt, Redskins coming off the big win in Dallas on Monday night. Colt McCoy is the backup today. Kirk Cousins inactive, so the Redskins with a 3-point lead over the Vikings. Nick Foles knocked out of this game. Mark Sanchez in at quarterback for the Eagles. It's a false start.
False start. Offense. Number 66. 5-yard penalty. 1st down.
That's on Andrew Gardner, who was in for Todd Harriman's. Goose filling us in on the Harriman's elbow situation earlier. So Foles out, Harriman's questionable. Both starting corners out for the Texans, and we saw Arian Foster head to the locker room a moment ago. Here's McCoy out to the 30.
That's why that last drive has been so surprising, because of Chip Kelly's approach last week against Arizona. And he told us, you know, have to understand this got skewed a little bit against Arizona because we had 26 plays in 2-minute situations. So that's going to give you more pass attempts. But you would think those matchups that he likes on the outside with the 2 starting corners out would lead to more passes. But it's been the running game, as we're seeing right here, with LaShawn McCoy, Chris Polk doing a nice job controlling this clock here in the second half.
4 plays, all runs on the last drive, and now Eagles have kept it on the ground on this possession. They've rushed for 146 yards.
And who would have thought that with the run that Arian Foster was on coming into this game, as productive as he had been recently.
Seems like the pace of this Eagles offense is taking a little bit out of this defensive line.
Third down and 8. Eagles must get to the 40. And they will not. It's picked off by Roll. Second interception of the game for Jamal Roll. It is the 3rd Philadelphia turnover.
Just a critical mistake. We just talked about the running game and how well you're controlling the clock. And again, we got a mix-up down there. Now you get 2 defenders in the same area. Jamal Roll, what a heck of a job fighting through. It's one of those rub routes with the receivers where you're trying to impact man-to-man coverage, and he's able to fight through and then get in position to make the interception. Mark Sanchez still shocked that he was there.
We talked all day long about the injuries suffered by the starting corners, Jackson and Joseph. Well, the replacements, Boye with an interception returner for a touchdown, and now Roll 4th on the depth chart at left corner with a pair of picks today. Blue in for the injured Foster. Fitzpatrick on 1st down following a turnover, a sidearm throw. The catch is made by Blue, but he loses 3 yards.
Yeah, I mean, this is the second time we've seen this. The running backs in protection. Here you come. Here comes your pressure right here. You've got to be better than that against Michael Kendricks. He's too athletic from the linebacker spot on the blitz. We saw Arian Foster miss in the first half there. It's Alfred Blue.
So the 3rd quarter comes to an end. Sanchez throws his 2nd pick. Eagles have extended to a 10-point lead, but it's Houston football in Philadelphia territory.
Oven St. Preux is a destroyer, and I never want to miss a Shogun fight.
UFC Fight Night, Saturday at 10:30 on Fox Sports 1.
Howard Eskin and Keith Russell, the Eagles on Fox 29, getting even better.
Autotrader.com said, styling makes the Optima look more like a $50,000 sports sedan. When was the last time you saw a $50,000 sports sedan for only $169 a month? No wonder KBB.com said, it looks even better than some sedans costing twice as much. Plus, it's backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty. There's nothing average about the Optima LX, including the offer of $169 a month. Hurry to your nearest Jersey Kia retailer today. on the next HBO World Championship Boxing. It's one of the year's most anticipated showdowns. Undefeated knockout artist Sergey the Crusher Kovalev is on a mission to establish his reputation as boxing's most formidable force. But standing in his way is 49-year-old Bernard the Alien Hopkins, seeking to extend his unprecedented reign as the oldest champion in the sport. Who will emerge as light heavyweight king? World Championship Boxing. Hopkins versus Kovalev. Only on HBO.
When you're ready, come and get it. When you're ready, come and get it. Na 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 na. When you're ready, come and get it. Na na na.
It's a great big world, and it can all be yours. Here and only here.
2 interceptions for number 20 of the Texans, Jamal Roll, first 2 of his career. Mark Sanchez over on the Eagles sideline. Philadelphia leading by 10. So Roll has picked off Sanchez twice. Marion Foster still out. Give to Alfred Blue. And Blue takes it down to the 34-yard line on the first play of this fourth quarter.
One of the more productive things for the Houston offense, though, in that first half was not just Arian Foster in the running game, but also as a receiver coming out of the backfield or in sets where he was displaced. So we'll see how the passing game for the Texans manages with him out of the lineup right now.
Michael Kendricks of the Eagles shaken up. Kendricks replaced by Casey Matthews. Third down at 8. Fitzpatrick on third down. Catch is made by Hopkins. Picks up a first down and more for the Eagles 11.
Really nice run after the catch by DeAndre Hopkins. You put the bunch formation down to the left side of you. You bring DeAndre Hopkins across the field and watch the run after the catch here. Some fancy feet.
Texans able to take advantage these last 3 weeks of teams doubling Andre Johnson. Hopkins has put together back-to-back terrific games. 97 yards today. New set of downs for the Texans after the gain of 21 by Hopkins. Movement prior to the snap. False start.
False start. Offense. Number 75. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Right tackle Derek Newton, his second penalty today on the 4th against the Houston offensive line.
Can never have the pre-snap penalty, but it's so challenging to overcome once you're down into the red zone. One of the things that will stall a drive and force you to kick field goals are penalties in the red zone.
First and 15. Texans backed up to the 18-yard line. Patrick steps up. And he dives forward to the 10. Gain of 8 for Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's 4th among active quarterbacks in rushing yards in his 10-year career.
Well, the thing there is he just made the decision so quickly. You've got an unblocked rusher for the Philadelphia Eagles, and don't try to avoid him. He just tucked it down and went north-south to get some positive yards.
Gained 8, so it's now second down and 7. Early fourth quarter in Houston. Eagles with a 10-point lead. Fitzpatrick on second and 7. Hit as he throws, and it is picked off. And then D'Amico Ryans lost the football. Texans recover. It's recovered by DeAndre Hopkins.
Now D'Amico Ryans slow getting up. I don't know if that's frustration or injury. Bad decision by Ryan Fitzpatrick right there. There's the possession. He's got the ball, goes to the ground, and that is a live ball. He was not touched by anybody from Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, good hustle to get there to make that recovery.
So both teams commit a turnover on the same play. First the pick by the ex-Texan DeMeco Ryans, and then he lost the handle, and it's recovered by DeAndre Hopkins, and Ryans still down. Injuries continue to mount on both sides today.
So what is that?
It's my Surface Pro 3. It's a tablet and a laptop.
But it couldn't have the power of my Mac. This is an Intel Core i5.
This does too. It runs Office, full Adobe Photoshop, and it's got a touchscreen.
Well, I have a touchscreen too.
Well, this is my favorite thing. I can write with a pen.
Well, so can I. Wow. I've got a lot of stuff to carry.
You are more powerful than you think.
Hey, look, it's the State Farm guy.
Hans and Franz?
You pumped up our wallets with the discount double checking, so we want to pump you up.
Sorry, what?
Pull us, you flapping loser! You'll thank us later. Row your boat.
Gently down the loser stream.
Doesn't this hurt?
Not with those puny arms.
It's a start.
Yeah, not bad.
Really?
Pump up your savings with a discount double check. State Farm.
The Simpsons. Woo! All new tonight, only on Fox.
Today's Game on Fox is sponsored by Bud Light, who reminds fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. By Canon. And by State Farm. Pump up your savings with a discount double check today.
Ruling on the field was confirmed.
So John Parry took a look at it. Mike Pereira joins us from Los Angeles. Mike, a rare double turnover.
Yeah, it is. And what they wanted to look at is this an actual interception? In the process of the catch, is it going to the ground? But no, he possessed the ball, got both feet down, started to run, then went to the ground, was not touched. So that rare instance where the ground can cause a fumble.
All right, thanks, Mike. And unfortunately, the Eagles lose Ryans on the play. First and goal from the 7-yard line. Here's Blue. And Trent Cole comes up to make the tackle. DeMeco Ryans, 6 years a Houston Texan. He's their all-time leading tackler, 2-time Pro Bowler. And check out the reaction from both sides as Ryans hop to the cart.
We talked about the comments from players, ex-teammates, Philadelphia, Houston, coaches. Not only a great football player, but a great man. And I think that showed the amount of respect and the fans here in the stands with an ovation as he left the field. Great man on the football field, great man in the communities of Houston and Philadelphia. He'll be sorely missed by the Eagles.
Second and goal. Fitzpatrick to the end zone, touchdown. So DeAndre Hopkins recovers the fumble moments ago. And now Hopkins with his 4th touchdown reception of the season.
Really challenging the Philadelphia Eagles coverage to navigate their way through these situations. Coming from the inside with 2 receivers to the outside. And you're going to try and get guys to run bubbles, and you don't even need it because he just beats Earl Wolf straight out on an out route. A lot of times you see that scenario, and it's a great route design, but that was just DeAndre Hopkins beating his man one-on-one.
So tactically, it's another touchdown off a turnover. Following the pick, the fumble, Fitzpatrick to Hopkins. Texans pull to within 3.
You've reached the age where you learned a thing or two. This is the age of knowing what you're made of. So why let erectile dysfunction get in your way? Talk to your doctor about Viagra. 20 million men already have. Ask your doctor if your heart is healthy enough for sex. Do not take Viagra if you take nitrates for chest pain. It may cause an unsafe drop in blood pressure. Side effects include headache, flushing, upset stomach, and abnormal vision. To avoid long-term injury, seek immediate medical help for an erection lasting more than 4 hours. Stop taking Viagra and call your doctor right away if you experience a sudden decrease or loss in vision or hearing. This is the age of taking action. Viagra. Talk to your doctor. If your doctor decides Viagra is right for you, you can fill your prescription at your pharmacy or check out Viagra Home Delivery, a convenient place to fill your prescription online and have it shipped at no additional cost straight to your door. Viagra Home Delivery. Get started at Viagra.com.
This is the new iPhone 6.
And this is the new iPhone 6 Plus.
Have you seen some of the new stuff the camera can do?
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Its slow-mo is slower than ever before. Its time-lapse can turn hours into seconds. Image stabilization helps keep everything smooth.
So smooth.
The camera on the new iPhones are better than ever.
Shapow!
What was that?
That's the sound the camera makes.
No, it's more like a...
Nope, I think it's shapow!
Will you keep me warm this winter? Will you keep my heart out of the cold? Wrap me in your arms when I shiver.
Warm up to winter with a white chocolate delight from McCafe.
DeAndre Hopkins has got over 100 yards for the day. 7-yard touchdown reception. It was a long Texans drive as they started back in their own 7, but then the double turnover. Texans maintain possession, and Houston pulls to within 3. All 3 Texan touchdowns coming off Eagle turnovers. Eagles have tied their season high. 4 turnovers today as Huff watches it go through. Sanchez leads the offense back out. Well, we've been talking about it throughout the game. 7 former Houston Texans now wear Philadelphia Eagles jerseys.
Just a strange coincidence, but when you talk to the players, Connor Barwin saying there are a lot of similarities between the 2 organizations and the way they approach things, great ownership, and you can see how certain guys will gravitate as they enter free agency. They'll talk to their teammates. What's it like in Philadelphia? It's been great. We've enjoyed it.
Eagles with a 3-point lead. Sanchez handing off to McCoy. Nothing. 2nd and 10 upcoming. Game break. Kirk Menefee.
Well, 3 interceptions by Phillip Rivers, and this called a fumble. 4 total turnovers. Earned him a seat on the bench in the 3rd quarter. He has been docked. His team down 37-0 in Miami in the 4th. Kenny?
Wow. A stunner in South Florida.
Just a couple weeks ago, the San Diego Chargers considered one of the best teams in the NFL.
They will drop to 5-4 with the loss today. 2nd and 10. It's McCoy. 8 of 5. 3rd and 5 upcoming. Eagles approaching 400 yards of offense. They're at 395. McCoy 99 yards on the ground. Jeremy Maclin, another big day.
Keep an eye on Darren Sproles if you're this defense.
Third down and 5. Eagles must get to the 30. There is a flag. Pass was intended for Sproles.
If he catches that ball, he's still running right now.
Gone. Yep.
It's a hands to the face, defense.
And hands to the face is going to be down at the bottom of the screen. We're leaking out right here. Here's your coverage by G.J. Schweringer, but it's man-to-man coverage on the opposite side of the field with 2 deep routes going. If he makes that catch, there is nobody there. Hands to the face on the bottom of the screen. That was the clear out.
Boye flag for the illegal hands. New set of downs for the Eagles. Wide receiver screen to Jeremy Maclin, and he breaks free for a 1st down. Diving across midfield into Texans territory. Maclin gains 21. Now has 150 for the day. Career high 187 last Sunday.
This is why I think he's so critical to this offense. Watch the athleticism and the hustle of Jason Kelce. Down the field, there's one block. Keeps going, 2 blocks. I mean, very rarely do you see a center as athletic as Jason Kelce to make that slip at the snap, get downfield, 25, 30 yards downfield, making blocks.
Kelce had missed the last 4 games. Pass is caught by Jeff Mail. Second reception today for Mail, gain of 8 to the Texans 41. You talk about that Eagles offensive line. 10 different starters this season, and they lost Harriman's earlier in this game, so Andrew Gardner remains in at right guard. Gardner, number 66. Second down and 2.
There's a veteran quarterback for you, getting everything cleaned up, and his job is the backup quarterback.
Penalty marker play is blown dead.
False start. Offense. Number 65. 5-yard penalty. First down.
This one's on the right tackle, Lane Johnson, who was part of this Eagles offensive line last season. All 5 of these guys started every game. They have not played together as a unit this season. The Eagles will have Evan Mathis back next week. Kelce back today.
But will they have Todd Harriman's back next week?
Second down and 7. McCoy up the middle for an Eagles first down.
I tell you, it's a tremendous compliment when somebody like J.J. Watt says, you know what, when I watch him on film, I see a group that's been challenged with injuries, yet they're playing very, very well. And if you go back and look at some of the individual players this group has had to play, you know, Robert Mathis, JPP up with the Giants, Arakpo and Kerrigan in Washington, the Niners and the Rams fronts. Those are good groups. And as you pointed out, they were on such a run with their sacks, only 2 sacks over that stretch. And now today, you know, having a little bit of trouble there, but just it's been impressive to watch them.
Yeah, you get late in the season, though, all of a sudden somebody gets injured, somebody just steps right in, and they know the offense, they know the guy next to them, so it just makes your team better sometimes when you do get injuries earlier in the season.
Speaking of injuries, Goose, John Simon is the injured Texan, backup linebacker who started the season with the Ravens.
I can't remember a game where I've seen so many guys and you know, not being able to return to the game, not just going out and getting some work on getting retaped, but not being able to make it back to the field. There's John Simon, number 51. As everything rolls up behind him, gets that foot trapped underneath.
Texans defense started the day without Cushing, without Clowney, the first overall pick, who's played in only 2 games. There's Cushing, who is a teammate and close friend of Mark Sanchez at USC.
Looked great straight ahead on Friday. I still think he's struggling a little bit with his lateral movement with that knee injury, but boy, straight ahead, he sure looked good Friday. I was surprised to see him inactive today.
And then Houston lost both starting corners early, Kareem Jackson and Jonathan Joseph. This is Polk, who scored the last Eagles touchdown.
He runs mad. I like the way this kid Polk runs, Moose. He hits the line of scrimmage. The first guy never takes him down, runs through arm tackles.
All-time leading rusher, Goose, at the University of Washington. Third down and 1. Sanchez looks towards the sideline.
All the signals from all the coaches.
Now he's up under center. On 3rd and 1, it's Polk. And Polk has an Eagles first down as we hit the midway point of this 4th quarter.
That sure was a lot of posturing for kind of a simple decision to just give the ball to Chris Polk. I mean, I could have done that 14 seconds ago. I think they'll find a way to cure their 3rd and 4th and short situation running Chris Polk into that defense.
Eagles last Sunday in the loss to the Cardinals, 521 yards of offense. They are now at 445 today, and they've turned the ball over on offense 3 times. Off the play fake, moving to his left, Sanchez. Can't find anyone downfield, dives forward to the 22-yard line.
Good job by the Texans defense in that situation, understanding what the design of the bootleg is. So when Mark Sanchez comes out on the perimeter, you're gonna tier routes on that side of the field. You're gonna have a deep crosser, somebody coming across that's gonna be in the middle of the field, and then somebody in the short flat. They had everybody covered.
Gain of 3 by Sanchez. Now 2nd down and 7 from the Texans 22. Quickly out to Josh Huff. Now the Houston native picks up a 1st down.
If you're going to give that much cushion on the outside, kind of hard to turn this one down. Just throw the ball right out. And then on top of that, Andre Howe was bailing, being 6 yards off the ball.
So the Eagles receiver, who has a Texans, Rockets, and Astros tattoo, playing against the Texans for the first time, picked up the 1st.
There they go, the whole offense looking over to the sideline. All the different calls coming from 8 different coaches. Look at this, guys. I mean, it's amazing.
And they're using all the time on the play clock. It is now down to 3. As Sanchez hands it off to McCoy. And McCoy takes it inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
And we've got Whitney Merciless down now on the field. So it just continues to be a case of attrition here with these injuries this afternoon. We've already have Jadeveon Clowney not in the lineup. Whitney Merciless, one of their other really impressive edge rushers.
First-round pick by the Texans back in 2012. He has 2 sacks today. You had a look at Cushing on the sidelines. Missed last week's game in Tennessee, did Brian Cushing. And now the medical staff checking out Whitney Merciless. 5.5 remaining, 4th quarter. With the Eagles on the move, we head to Los Angeles for a game break. Here's Kurt.
Well, Minnesota and Washington keep going back and forth in the 4th quarter. Matt Asiata, 7-yard touchdown for the Vikings, and now they lead it by 1. Still plenty of time left in that one. Kenny Moose and Goose.
All right, thanks, Kurt. Here in Houston, Philadelphia Eagles with Mark Sanchez replacing the injured Nick Foles back in the first half. 2nd and 5 from the Houston 8. Handoff to McCoy. And he is tackled from behind by Brooks Reed. So it will be 3rd down and 4.
Brooks Reed getting upfield, taking on the block, then folding back underneath to make the tackle. Heck of a job by him. And what a critical snap this is right here to force it into a field goal attempt to keep it a 1-possession game.
This will be the 13th play of the drive for Philadelphia. They can pick up a 1st down at the 3-yard line. Selleck comes in motion. Play clock at 3. Sanchez throws. It is Selleck, the tight end, and he is ruled down. It looks like shy of a 1st. Down at the 4-yard line.
Well, here comes a huge decision for Chip Kelly right now. 4th and short. He's sending in James Casey, so it looks like they're going to go for it. We've talked about their struggles through the season so far. And 3rd and 4th and 1 or less. They've got a conversion on this drive with Chris Polk earlier.
Now a timeout is taken by the Texans. With just over 4 minutes remaining, if the Eagles kicked a field goal, they would lead by 6. Texans would be able to take the lead with a touchdown and an extra point. So Houston uses their first timeout, trailing by 3. Well, you want big interviews and great highlights? Then tonight be sure to tune to Fox Sports Live as they have a one-on-one conversation with the commissioner of the NBA, Adam Silver, plus recaps and analysis of a full day in the NFL. Fox Sports Live tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern, only on Fox Sports 1.
And this Houston Texans defense lost a lot of players during the course of this game. We've seen injuries on both sides. And there's the situation with the 4th down conversions, but 3rd and 4th down and less than 1 yard. They were 1 and 5 coming into the game. It's been one of the areas that they've struggled in, and it's all going to come down to that exact same scenario here on this snap.
Huge play. 4th down and 1. Polk in the backfield. 2 tight ends set. On 4th down, it's Polk, and he picks up the first.
It's going to be close.
Again, it's going to be up to Chris Polk. You're going to have a defender unblocked in the hole. There it is right there. He just drops the shoulder against Kendrick Lewis and drives him forward to put it right on the line. Philadelphia seems very confident that the spot will give them the first down. But that was all Chris Polk right there.
Look at that. He got it by a nose.
It's an Eagles first down with under 4 minutes remaining here in Houston.
But the Texans right now have to regroup. An opportunity right there to make a huge play defensively. They didn't do it, but they still have the opportunity to hold the Philadelphia Eagles to a field goal attempt and keep it a one-possession game.
Challenged by Bill O'Brien.
Yeah, Bill O'Brien has thrown the flag.
Has challenged the forward progress spot in relationship to the line of the game.
May as well, if you're not going to challenge now, when will you throw the red flag? So John Parry will take a look.
Get in this picture, y'all. Too many people. Too bouncy. It's probably too far away. But with the Note 4, you can always get the shot.
Check it out.
8 times digital zoom catches every detail.
Whoa.
With optical image stabilization, you get it even in the bounciest castles.
Isn't that amazing?
And a front-facing camera so wide, you can selfie with, like, everyone.
Do you think you can send that to me?
Yeah, you gotta give me your number, though.
Okay.
The new Samsung Galaxy Note 4 with the best camera we've ever put on a smartphone. The next big thing is here.
1, 2, 3, 4.
All right, this one goes out to my friends Randy,
Tamara, Lydia,
Hollywood.
I haven't seen you guys in 6 years, so I propose that y'all come down here.
Play a little table tennis.
Come on, guys, that's the herd call.
Remember that?
It is sad how much I miss you people.
Really need one of your hugs.
Also bring your sister. I'm just kidding. That was just once.
We're already over here.
If you could grab a bud with any of your friends these holidays, who would it be?
We started out as a Vikings family until the kids went to school, made new friends, and got married. Now we're a Vikings, Bengals, Eagles, Steelers, Cowboys family. NFL Shop, jerseys, gear, and gifts for the whole entire family.
Get free shipping now.
Today's game is sponsored by the new Samsung Galaxy Note 4. The next big thing is here.
Back in Houston on the last play, the 4th and 1 run by Polk. He was ruled to have picked up a first down. Bill O'Brien threw the challenge flag. Here's John Parry.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
You hardly ever see a play like that overturned. You can challenge the spot with regard to the first down marker. So the call on the field stands. It's a new set of downs for the Eagles. This is their longest drive so far this season, Darryl, time-wise. They've had the ball for 7 minutes, 55 seconds. It's only their 3rd drive all season of more than 5 minutes.
All right, now the Houston Texans defense has to regroup. This drive is still not over. They can still hold Philadelphia to a field goal attempt.
And this play is blown dead. False start.
Wow.
Lane Johnson.
False start, offense, number 55, 5-yard penalty, first down.
John Parry said 55. It's 65. Lane Johnson, as Goose mentioned, his 2nd penalty this drive.
Huge penalty in this situation.
So it is is now 1st and goal from the Texans' 8. Eagles with a 3-point lead. High snap. Sanchez looking end zone. Now he throws. Touchdown. Jeremy Maclin.
Got the play action fake going away with Mark Sanchez coming out on the bootleg. Jeremy Maclin, A.J. Boye one-on-one. Little bit of contact at the top here. A.J. Boye just never gets his head around. He's playing that back to the ball the entire time. Advantage Jeremy Maclin gets to see everything develop in front of him. You got to get your head around in that situation as the defender. The play is long and developing. Get your hand on the receiver. Feel his movement if he is going to move, but you've got to get your head around to see what's happening behind you.
All scoring plays are reviewed. John Parry will take a look. You and I both thought it was a clean catch.
That's a tight fit. That's good placement by Mark Sanchez. Down and away where only Jeremy Maclin is going to have a shot at it.
And a great job by Maclin getting his hands underneath the football.
No one ever claims to be ordinary. Everyone wants to be the best. But what does that really mean? To us, it means giving you a wide selection of products, both online and in-store. Expert advice. Our Geek Squad agents to get you up and running. And thanks to our price match guarantee, you'll always get an unbeatable price. Because best isn't just in a name. It's everything we stand for.
Right now at Burger King, get 10 chicken nuggets for just $1.49. No, wait, is that really right?
Yep, it says it right there. $1.49, 10 nuggets, limited time only.
All right. They're crispy and golden on the outside, made with premium white meat on the inside. Get more your way, only at Burger King.
There are more reasons than ever why now is the best time to be on Verizon. 1. Verizon's the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in the country. That's right, America, with XLTE in over 400 markets. 2. And here's something for families to get excited about. Our best pricing ever. Get 2 lines with an incredible 10 gigabytes of data to share for the low price of $110, or just $140 for a family of 4. And 3. Get a $150 credit for every line you switch. The more you switch, the more you get. Verizon.
Fox Tuesday, New Girl is back with all new episodes, no lie.
I can't lie. It's why I don't play poker or talk to pregnant ladies.
New Girl, all new Tuesday on Fox.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Second touchdown for Jeremy Maclin today. We say hello to Mike Pereira once again. Mike, do you agree with Darryl and I and John Parry?
Well, I agree with John Parry in saying that the ruling stands because watch the ball roll to the ground. The question is, did he have control before it hit the ground and maintain it? It's really close, but that's what replay should do. Stay with what was called on the field.
All right, thanks, Mike. It is a touchdown. There is Parkey, adds the extra point, and the Eagles' lead is 10. So Jeremy Maclin having a tremendous day, 158 yards on 6 receptions, 2 touchdowns, and the Philadelphia Eagles, Darryl, with a 10-point lead. Chip Kelly again going for it on 4th down, not kicking the field goal, and it pays off.
Well, an area that you've also struggled with during the course of the season up to this point, but I think Chris Polk in these situations has been very, very good for him this afternoon. It's been impressive to watch this offense. It's not an easy offense as a backup quarterback to just step in and take it over, and Mark Sanchez has done a good job, but we've seen a number of guys step up this afternoon with a lot of injuries on the field today. Credit to the Houston Texan cornerbacks that have stepped in today. A.J. Boye, Jamal Roll have done a nice job stepping in for Jonathan Joseph and Kareem Jackson with injuries. It's been a really good game. You can't expect anything more than a game to come down to a situation like that where it's an aggressive, gutty call by Chip Kelly in that situation. We get to the point where we have to have a measurement that comes down to the nose of the ball just clearing, a review touchdown to take the lead and make it a 2-possession game. So it's been a very entertaining game, and I'm really impressed with the guys who've been pressed into service today and done a really nice job filling in as backups.
You think Chip is aware that that is the longest drive for the Eagles in his tenure these last 2 years? 8 minutes, 1 second. Danielle Manning on the return for the Texans. There is a flag, 2 penalty markers on the return.
During the return, illegal block in the back. Return team number 37. Half the distance for the goal. 1st and 10, Houston.
That is on Josh Aubrey. Eagles have the edge in time of possession today at just under 30 minutes. Check this out. If you go back to his days as head coach at Oregon and then a season and a half with the Eagles, under 24 minutes time of possession, under 500. Over 24 minutes, 51-4.
I came across that getting ready for this game. Bob Vitrone Jr., a writer up in Philadelphia, had that and saw it from Stats Inc. here getting ready, and what an impressive stat. So, you know, when we talk to Coach Kelly about time of possession, what it means, there's a definitive line, it appears, with the success and failure, and probably not with just this offense, but any offense once you hit that 24-minute threshold.
First down, DeAndre Hopkins out to the 17. His 6th catch today. Texans trail by 10. Houston with a bye next week. Fitzpatrick, a lot of time, can't find anybody. And he takes it out to the 25-yard line. Setting up a 2nd down and 3.
It'd be interesting to see the way that Philadelphia plays here in this situation today. Last week against the Arizona Cardinals, a big touchdown play late in the game that turned the tide in that one. Will they play it any differently here this afternoon in a relatively similar situation?
Fitzpatrick on 2nd and 3. Room to run. He's out to the 40.
That's nice. It's just a very decisive decision right here. You know, it doesn't look right. You create that big open space. You've got man-to-man coverage, so you've got Eagle defenders running away from you down the field. Good quick decision by Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick gains 16. 1st and 10 from the 40. Fitzpatrick escapes. And he's out to the 45-yard line.
Let's credit the Eagles secondary. Has not been able to find an open receiver downfield yet on this drive.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Fitzpatrick to the outside, bounces that one in front of Hopkins. Fitzpatrick has thrown for 203 yards today, 2 touchdowns. 1 to Foster, 1 to Hopkins, and the 1 pick. Arizona now leads Dallas 28-10. So should the Eagles hang on and the Cowboys lose, the Eagles will take over 1st place in the NFC East. Philadelphia with a win would go to 6-2. Dallas would drop to 6-3 with a loss, and we'll be heading overseas. Watch the Cowboys and Jaguars next Sunday in London. 4th down and 5 for the Texans. Just over 2 minutes remaining. Patrick on 4th down. Eagles will take over.
If you can't get to the quarterback, just get those hands up. Connor Barwin, nice timing. One of the guys who was complimentary of defensive line coach Bill Kohler down here in Houston about teaching that skill, about being able to get your hands up, knock those balls down, refer to it as important as a sack. You're not going to get home, but it's the same outcome. And again, Kenny, we talked about this at the top. I really feel like the Eagles' best football is still ahead of them. And for them to be 6-2 right now, Chip Kelly and his staff have done a tremendous job of fighting through the issues with the offensive line, keeping everybody focused. More turnovers than we're used to seeing. This offense was outstanding last year, taking care of the football. They've struggled with it a little bit this year. Everything else is in line. It's just taking care of the issues that are kind of self-destructing. But you get Evan Mathis back next week. Jason Kelsey made it through the game healthy today. They're going to be better as the season progresses.
2-minute warning here in Houston. Eagles by 10.
Today's game on Fox is sponsored by AT&T, mobilizing your world.
Yes, we have the new iPhone.
How?
Because everyone's coming in for the new iPhone.
What
kind of service plan can you get? Well, right now, if you select the 15 gig plan, we'll double your data and make it 30 gigs for the same price.
Well, that sounds...
Oh, great, you'll take it.
Are you inside my mind right now?
Nope.
Where was I?
Albuquerque.
Who is the...
Porcupine.
What is my favorite?
Hollandaise sauce.
No way.
The new iPhone is here, and now you get 30 gigs of data to share starting at $160 a month.
It's lunch, it's dinner, it's big, hot pastrami.
Boom! Pow! I love the sound of that.
Nothing tackles a mighty appetite like the Subway Big Hot Pastrami Melt.
I'm all over it. Oh, yeah.
This monument of flavor is loaded with dry rubbed, pepper-crusted beef, melty cheese, mustard, and pickles on freshly baked bread.
Need I say more?
The Subway Big Hot Pastrami Melt. Subway, eat fresh.
Okay, Google. How high do hot air balloons go?
Flights in hot air balloons have been recorded at over 50,000 feet.
I think this is good.
Miller invented light beer, and that changed everything. Great taste deserved great packaging, which led to new packaging, improved packaging, and ultimately, too many improvements, which led us back to our original look. Miller Lite. We invented light beer. You're welcome.
2 minutes remaining here in Houston. Week 9 continues later today on CBS and for some of you on Fox. And tonight with Sunday Night Football on NBC. And tune in tomorrow for Monday Night Football on ESPN. Texans came into this game 4-4. Big difference as far as the playoffs are concerned between 4-5 or 5-4.
Yeah, and they were very excited to get into that bye week at 5-4, over 500 for the first time in a while, and kind of a strange circumstance the last few years in the NFL, Kenny. 2 years ago, the Indianapolis Colts go from worst to playoffs. Last year, the Kansas City Chiefs, worst to playoffs. The Houston Texans in a position this year. Can they continue that trend and go from worst record in the league to the playoffs? A win today going into the bye would have been a huge lift, moving them in that direction.
Texans use their final timeout. So the Eagles now facing a 3rd down and 1. A lot of injury concerns on the Texans side. Will not play next week. Head to Cleveland 2 weeks from today. Eagles will face Carolina next Monday night at home. On 3rd down, it is Polk, and he looks to have the first. Houston out of timeouts.
Unfortunately, a part of this job moving forward could be without Arian Foster. It looks as though that hamstring might have flared up on him again. You could see him before any contact, and then the frustration. You know, athletes know their bodies, and he knows that there could be some time off coming again. So Bill O'Brien and his group maybe having to move forward. Maybe he can get back with the bye week coming out of that and be back in the lineup. But it's been a tough day this afternoon. Gosh, we've had so many injuries. And then you look at some of the guys who weren't even there today. Brian Cushing unable to go, Jadeveon Clowney, and then we lost Jonathan Joseph and Kareem Jackson very, very early in this game to injuries.
Whitney Merciless returned to the field, suffered an injury earlier this half. They are reviewing the spot following that last play.
There are more reasons than ever why now is the best time to be on Verizon. 1. Verizon's the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network in the country. That's right, America, with XLTE in over 400 markets. 2. And here's something for families to get excited about. Our best pricing ever. Get 2 lines with an incredible 10 gigabytes of data to share for the low price of $110, or just $140 for a family of 4. And 3. Get a $150 credit for every line you switch. The more you switch, the more you get. Verizon.
On my journey across America, I've learned that when you ask someone in Texas if they want big savings on car insurance, it's a bit like asking if they want a big hat. Excuse me. Or a big steak. Or big hair. I think we have our answer.
If I could separate the trio from what I'm dreaming, I could live to fight another day.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I think Cam Newton needs to be a better leader. He's got so much more responsibility. He's the guy that they're looking to.
Sweat. It says I'm not going to settle. It means I'm not going to stop until I get what I need. But I'm not going to tell you how much I'm working. I'm going to show you.
Gatorade, created to help replace what you sweat out.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So Chris Polk awarded the first down, and now the Eagles will be able to run out the clock.
You mentioned earlier, Kenny, the spot of the ball is such a difficult challenge, and a lot of talk after the Arizona game about Chip Kelly in a similar situation not making the challenge. A lot of people still talked with Mike Pereira about it this week, and he really felt that Chip Kelly would have won that challenge, but so many times it's so hard when that pile is down there to get the call in your favor, and timeouts are so important at the end of the game, especially if you're in a tight one like the Eagles were last week.
We talked about all the Houston injuries, but one of the major stories in Philadelphia this week will be the health of quarterback Nick Foles.
It really will. It's a different conversation in Philadelphia. Last week it was Nick Foles and the turnovers and drifting backwards and what's wrong with this offense, and now Mark Sanchez has stepped in and really done a nice job, and he played well in the preseason. So I think you have that added level of comfort there. But I was really impressed with Mark Sanchez. He handled a lot of difficult snaps from Jason Kelsey, who's also back for his first game in a while. There's a lot of things that go along with this offense as the quarterback, and I thought that Mark Sanchez handled all of them very well.
So the Eagles will make it a perfect 10-0 against teams from Houston. They were 6-0 against the Houston Oilers, now 4-0 against the Texans. Longtime friends Chip Kelly, Bill O'Brien, as the Eagles win it by 10. Great job by our producer Barry Landis, director Brian Lilly. Eagles over the Texans 31-21. One of Chip Kelly's stars at Oregon, Eddie Pleasant of the Texans. We will return to Houston in just a moment. Eagles go to 6-2. Texans drop to 4-5. We'll be back.